Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours. And I just want to announce to our broadcasting listeners, it's okay. Kim has ice cream. We not all gonna die.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. This afternoon's scene is going to be set in the Changeling Market, as Count Tintagel has just plonked his castle outside of it, because flying castles, they can do that. He's going to be sitting outside the castle, sitting under an umbrella, drinking lemonade, because it's a hot day today. Lemonade. He is going to be waiting for a certain Cluricon to appear so that they can go into the Changeling Market and go shopping.
I will say one thing. Tintagel's wife really just didn't go to bed last night.
Oh, jeez.
When asked why, she just kind of patted his head and was like, "I'm busy, honey," and then just disappeared. She came at like 5 a.m, slept for like 3 hours, and then disappeared again. Go.
Okay. If there was a lesson to be learned here, kids, it's very simple. Don't eat the woman's motherfucking robots.
What? Why?
Because Kincaid exists. Anyway, yes, they will be waiting outside for the Cluricon and the Satyr.
The silent footsteps of the gigantic ride lightning just emerge. Not really. You just hear boom, boom. Walking through his, sticks his head under the fucking umbrella. Hello, boss.
Tintagel will put down his lemonade. He will look up and he will say, "Yes. Good morning, Squire." He will stand up. And where is Miss Pepper?
Looks behind him, assumably, looking down.
Oh, probably. Let's face it. He's probably pried her back out of the library. She looks like she's come through a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Complete with, war paint dirt smears. She blames the Womblepots.
Is your one Womblebot still clung to you?
Yes! 571 is my new bro.
He is the most bro tier of bros.
He has not left her. In fact, he kind of, when she left, he just kind of looked at the rest of the Womblebot, threw up some peace signs, and then just fucking left.
Yeah, the first level Womblebot is left.
She definitely comes out, probably not actually war painted, but at the very least, there are a lot of smears of just that kind of grime and dust buildup that happens when you ignore a room for centuries. Side eye, like some people do. Side eye.
That never happens. Nonsense. Moving on. He will casually shrug and he'll say, "We're going to go to the stable master and find you something to ride. I think that would be a good start. And possibly something for the satyr as well. Modes of transportation are important."
Well, yeah. No, totally, yeah.
Yes. That
Satyr,
was definitely English.
Just nods and gives us a thumbs up, like,
Tintagel will shrug and sigh as he turns to Catherine and he'll say, "I assume you're more than able to make him a suit of armor, worthy of his new station."
I shall do my best to craft him the greatest armor he has ever had in his life.
Thorman stare.
And she was looking at Tintagel when she talked, but she'll kind of, move her eyes over and say, "I'm gonna have to take your measurements later."
Well, you just smile, nodding. We can arrange that. It's fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She'll just kind of nod. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tintagel kind of will be completely oblivious to this, as only she can be oblivious to innuendo. as he will shrug before he will step onto. He will. You know what? Because we're going to the stable master, I don't want to offend them horribly. He will whistle, and a glorious Rapidash will emerge from the stables.
Mhm.
Because Rapidash. This is Tintagel's actual mount, but he's not riding the incredibly contrary lawnmower, also known as Terrence.
You just hear Terrence scream for no particular reason, but he is not a lawnmower. You can assume he just woke up from a nightmare.
What, where I basically configured him into a lawnmower?
Yes.
Excellent. On the bright side, I have something new to threaten him with now. Tintagel will hop up into the stirrups of his horse, and he'll say, can you drive? Looking down at either of them.
I can drive, but oh yeah, no, I can drive.
Do you want to take Terrence?
Oh, yeah, yes, I do.
Enjoy the experience. He is just going to sit there and look.
Rides huge ass frame, just sits down on the bike.
What in the ever loving name of the beautiful dreaming is this massive thing sitting on me right now?
Just carry your cards, you'll be fine. Just taps aside the bike, like slowly.
You're gigantic. I feel my frame bending.
Pepper climbs into the sidecar, no shame.
Oh, great. There's another one.
I'm much smaller. Pat
Not get
pats
hoof
the
marks.
sidecar reassuringly.
Better not see any hoof marks over there later.
I would never.
Scuff, 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 scuff.
You don't know how, but the bike is giving you side eye right now.
She can feel it.
She can sense it. It is.
All right, let's get the key in here. And starts up the bike and just we'll follow along.
Parents just bitches the whole way.
Rides bitches back, and I'm like, calm down. He's turning the corner.
When you learn nothing in Tintagel's house is functional at all. They're all entirely dysfunctional. But yes, we will go to a place where we can find a random Lottie. Yes. Or a place where we can find a random
bells. Random bells. Try again.
Random bells.
Are we still in the Goblin Market, I'm guessing?
Interesting market.
Then, as usual, Bells is just kind of plopping around, skittering about, looking her nose in stands, be like, ooh, that's shiny. Ooh, that's shinier. Ooh, that is not as shiny as I thought to be. Nope, nope, nope. Just as much. Wait. Nope, still not shiny. Walks away. Sure, she's a Husky and thus gets extra attention from all of the people who own these booths whenever she pops around. Because, for some reason, they seem to think that, she has sticky fingers. Totally rude. Just insanely rude. Why would they think of that? Yes, just rude. She doesn't even like shiny stuff. It's things that make noise. Those things she enjoys. Doing her best to avoid that area. Last time she got thrown chickens at, so, chickens are not fun. No chickens for her today. No chickens.
As they make their way through, light will reflect off the she's glorious golden armor, because it's glorious and golden.
Behind him is a gigantic leprechaun bitching at a bike as he's turning the corner.
And because, of course, we brought Catherine, a giant Saint Bernard.
Fuck.
And the bike has moved away from like stereotypical complaints that it usually does of you're too big to insulting not only Ride's hair, but his face as well.
Oh. When he insults the
Before we
hair,
get to the stable master, he's going to get onto your mama, and it's going to get weird.
that's it.
Roll initiative on the bike.
Pretty much it.
It's like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. You think he's heavy when he's just sitting, but he punches really hard. I've seen it. Pat, the sidecar.
Like makes fun of Rides' hair, and he just like touches his hair sensitively. Listen, you. My hair is fabulous.
Yeah, if you're blind.
But you know what? You're just a spare part anyway. He's probably getting a new bike. A better one. Yeah, that's right. He'll build a better bike.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see you build a better bike that can fly and has a Gatling gun.
Well, eventually I'll build a
You
better
just
bike.
said the bike can fly. There's a giant red button. Don't push the red button.
Oh, damn it, the Earth pushed the red button. He just stares at it. Bambi, I don't like this bike.
I don't think it likes you.
No, I'm good. Because I don't like it.
It's fine, I don't like you either.
Good. I'm glad we can agree on something. Just think
Yeah.
more
We
determinedly.
Just establish that.
I have a question. Is it obvious that this gentleman is having issues with this bike in particular?
Oh, yeah.
Or
I
is
mean,
he
like, at
yelling
some point.
at the bike.
I mean, at some points he probably stops, like when goes, "Oh, when your beard is stupid." He's like, you just hear, he just stops and starts pointing at the bike, shouting at it.
It looks like a cat. Not even a good one, like one of those feral cats that has
just-
matted fur.
Oh.
You know, if you keep that up, I'm gonna have to get out.
Oh, look, you made Bambi mad. No, I can't. No, I can't do this. Dude steps off the bike. Nope. Cat scraggly beard. I tell you what. He's just walking away.
I don't
So when
see
you
why you're
get-
complaining. You have a sidecar for a troll.
I gotta ask a question. When Rides gets out, does Bambi follow her? Or is she just sitting there for a moment?
She's sitting for a second, like trying to convince the bike. No, it's fine. Everything's fine. Just
Okay.
stop being this way.
Mr. Steal Your Girl starts coming over the stereo as it rides along with Bambi in the sidecar.
Oh, Jesus.
Son of
Did
a
I, forget
bitch.
did I forget to mention the bike can control itself?
You know,
Oh.
this would be funny, but I'm not his girl.
Oh, no. This is it. I'm going to have to activate the fucking cantrip as right.
Here's the real question: is what would I have to roll to climb from the sidecar onto the bike? Because she can drive. I don't know if she can drive a bike.
Some bad things are about to happen. This ride is about to take off into the air.
We're not okay. It would be Dex Athletics to just kind of shimmy your way over there, and they're not going very far. You can tell they're just heading towards they're just doing donuts pretty much right now.
It's just, I was gonna say, is it just rolling towards the stable just
Yeah.
fast enough to be obnoxious, so he has to like really fucking push it to catch up?
Yes.
It's just
Right.
being an asshole.
Rides is just staring at it like, right, make a fool out of me with it. Well, cracks his knuckles and begins to... I will attempt to roll Wayfair, and I'm going to leap on this fucking thing.
Okay.
So
As the Satyr is trying to get onto it.
what do I roll to do this stuff? I think?
Does
I need to
the
decide if the
combine?
satyr. Don't you need drive 2 to drive a bike?
No, you only need one. Basically, the way it's described is you only need a single dot of drive, but you need a dot of drive to drive a motorcycle. You cannot not have one and drive one. It's like how in
Okay.
theory you can drive a car with no dots of drive unless it's in a stressful situation. But, you know.
So I'm assuming I'm rolling
It would-
Wayfair and Faye.
Yes, because you are targeting yourself. It would be Wayfair
Okay.
plus Faye. You are in the dreaming because the changeling market is in the dreaming, so it'll be a -1 difficulty. So it would be difficulty 7.
Do a bunk. Do
Yeah,
it.
Can't do a bunk.
Okay. I don't know what my bunk is. I'm not really good with bunk. That's one
Just-
thing.
You're good at BSing like ritual stuff.
Okay.
Just what silly shenanigans can he do to cue I'm about to leap like a freak?
Oh, all right then. So as he watches the bike drive away, I can just imagine the proverbial like license plate like flips him off as well. As he starts to run, he goes right, just rips off his jacket and shirt as he's running. And he's like, "All right, Frides, this is it. We're gonna jump." You know what I mean? Then he just starts flying in the air. So I'll make my roll.
That'll be a -1, so it'll be standard diff, or well, difficulty 6 because standard diff for this is 8.
2 successes.
Okay.
I will say that if nothing else, Pepper has like tentatively tried to see if she can handle standing in the sidecar while it's moving before she tries to make the move to the seat. So there's not an untimely collision. At worst, I'm going to jostle back down into the sidecar.
Okay. So, as Terrence is just rolling away, playing "Must Steal Your Girl," blasting it from the stereo, this very angry Pluricon starts running and running and running, taking off their clothes, just getting ready to do a beatdown on the damn bike. When he jumps up into the air, leaping and soaring. Smack! Right onto the bike. You can hear it. The frame kind of go.
That's right, you little shit. You know what I mean? His guns on.
Sudden weight. And now it has gone from Mr. Steal Your Girl to the Jaws theme.
Yes.
Tana.
Oh my god. Wait a second.
Meanwhile, he hits the thing in the collision. Yes, does in fact, like she is tentatively gotten herself upright and is like trying to balance as it's still moving, and he hits the bike and she just spills back into the fucking sidecar in a heap.
I like to think the little goat legs are in the air, like meh.
Absolutely. There's at least one hoof visible right now.
Beautiful.
She does in fact topple over with the little meh of alarm.
Oh my god. Okay. So I'm hit the bike. So what Rides is gonna do then is like he's gonna grip onto the steering wheels and then say to him like, "I will throw you up in the air. Don't test me. We'll both go
Do
up."
it.
Oh!
I've already told you I can fly.
Well, fine. I'll just slam you back down again. I'll push the button, and then we'll see what Tintagel says. You know what? We'll go for a trip.
No. One little hand, like with a finger pointed up, pokes out of the like fucking sidecar. No.
Stay out of this, Bambi. This is man talk. You know what I mean?
This is not man talk. That is a bike.
I have a masculine voice, thank you very much.
I bet you could have a feminine one if you wanted.
Probably, but we're not going to talk about that.
Don't give my bike gender identity issues. Jesus.
I would just love this. Titaja's just there driving along like merrily, like listening to music. It's like this whole conflict is happening in the background.
Poor Satyr is
Tintagel
flailing
has
around
mastered
trying to
the-
get right side up again.
Tintagel has mastered that she superpower called being completely oblivious, unless it directly affects him.
Fine. Well, you know what? We're not going to stop this crazy train. You know, he starts like grabbing the fucking wheels.
Are you going to press?
No.
Are you
I'm
going to
pressing-
press the big red button?
I'm pressing the button. Oh yeah, he like slams his fist down on it.
Okay.
Okay. So, instead of just doing like some magical Wujimigoo bullshit where the bike suddenly, sparkles appear underneath the tire, nah, it's just got fucking mechanical ass wings that unfurl. Instead of doing like a Hagrid bike. Yeah, I think the first movie he has like a flying motorcycle. Nah, instead there's just wings on the bike as they go up and up into the air.
Strap on, Bambi. We're going airborne. You know what I mean?
At this point, Contanti looks up, and his phrasing is the fuck. Oh dear.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't mind, but it took me 2 weeks of work to make Terrence.
Sounds like a you problem now.
Nerd.
You're very lucky that Terrence is not just getting smashed. I figure flying him is way worse or way better.
Well, you see, it depends. As I said, he also has control, and barrel rolls can be painful.
Considering that the satyr's the one who's probably going to lose this, yeah. She'll just never speak to him again.
The
Look,
bike
all is well
ride.
because right now there's just a
Oh
little
god, poor
pissy in the
570.
corner watching, eating popcorn. How she got popcorn, no one knows. She's just watching.
571
are
is at least being clenched so he doesn't fall.
Oh.
Got
There-
one arm death gripping the fucking side of the sidecar, one arm death gripping the poor little Wumblebot.
Womblebot's just holding on for dear life. But there are like vendors and stuff, so you could have just stolen some popcorn from one of the vendors.
Borrowed.
Borrowed,
She'll
of
give,
course.
she'll give back the little kernels.
Equivalent exchange. So the bike goes up in the air. It's about, for right now, it's only about 15 feet in the air. It's not that high, but it's still gonna be like woof when it, collides back down, and it just goes, oh, so you want to do this now, do you?
Oh yeah, no, bring us. It's fine. I can take it.
Oh, can you?
Oh yeah, no,
Can you now?
yeah.
Wait
Really?
later if you like me. This comes out of the sidecar.
Oh my god.
You're very lovely.
No, Bobby, you're grand. It's this fucker.
But no, you're both gonna get me killed.
We're 15 feet off of the ground. You shall be fine, even if you fall out. Humans have fallen from greater heights and still lived.
She gives that bike such a hard side eye. You gonna stay this low? Because it doesn't sound like you're staying low. And barrel
Would
rolls
you
are
like? Okay, would you like for me to get a little closer to the ground so you can hop out? I will even slow down and everything, and then I will just go higher with this fucker. Because I'm about to start making your mama jokes.
Be higher. Sorry.
Oh, you make your mama joke, and I'm taking you for scrap metal. You know what I mean? It's just this glare.
Oh, we can fucking go, mate.
Oh,
Yes,
bring it,
yes,
bring it.
Yes, I would like that very much.
Do it. Says a little Pisky in the corner.
It's like, please, yes, get low and slow so I can get down. Kind of, please, yes.
So out of all of this, the bike will stop, kind of hovering, and then he will slowly lower himself to the ground.
And she will start to carefully pick her way out of the sidecar. And then, God help her. Because we've got shit to do, and you're not going to fucking fight with a bike for the next hour. She will reach up, and she doesn't go for the coat, because she's not strong enough to drag him by the coat. But you know what you can drag almost anyone by, even at strength 1?
Oh, the
This
beard.
hair.
Oh.
Not the beard.
She just reaches up and snags a fistful of his hair once she's got one hoof on the ground and just keeps going. They are both getting off this bike.
Yeah, he's like rides this mid boastful speech, like I am the greatest, like, roar! You know what I mean? Like,
Tiny thing.
There will be an ecstatic clapping. I did not expect you as a contender.
Just like the closest thing she's ever gotten to a serious little angry face. She's trying to be so stern right now. We're blocking.
fine.
Yoinks.
No, get off me beard. Slap her hands away. Off me beard. Don't touch the merchant.
She's not going for the beard. She's going for a fistful of hair.
Oh Jesus! Probably stands up with her holding up the hair as well.
I doubt he's okay with suspending
Oh,
her
no.
whole weight from his hair. That would suck.
Oh, eventually there'll be a hand on hers, like the big meaty hand. He's like, Bambi, I'm gonna
Does
count
she
to
get
3.
him off the bike?
Oh yeah, he
Oh, as
yanked
soon
him.
as he's off, she lets go.
fixes his hair. Don't touch that again.
Your hair
What?
ugly anyway.
Come here, Bambi. Come here. Just come here. No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, you talked about throwing me earlier today.
That's not what we're doing. Just
Hang on, can I just ask for perspective? Am I the only person who's consistently nice to Pepper?
I'm loving. Brides is lovely. It's just you mentioned throwing her on something.
I'm the only one
She's
who's
giving him
consistently
such a
nice to
sus
Pepper.
face. She hasn't
it's-
walked like completely away from him, but he's getting some sus face.
No,
He's like,
no, we'll walk. No, we'll walk. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll walk. Fucking get you later. You know, just keeps walking.
she comes back over. Clippity clopping.
Walks grumpily, looking back at the bike. You know, like I could have taken him. I could have.
You
would've.
could have, but
No, I
it
would've.
wasn't ours though.
I would have kicked your ass.
Congratulations, Beck. You are the winner.
Thank you to that lovely lady over there who understands just how great that I am.
No. You're just nasty. No need to
I
act
mean-
like that.
You just see him putting
So
on
are
the
you.
brass knuckles. You just see him putting on the brass knuckles slowly, like yeah. That's
You know
fine.
what?
Please don't break a thing we can
There's only so much self-denial he can do. He will rein in his horse and sit up to his full height, and doing as she can only do, he will say, "Enough!" At which point, Kim, he will say, "I expect you, in the name of all that is, to act with a sense of decorum and dignity." At which point, Kim, I'm going to drop Sovereign. Because I'm basically people are going to be polite, damn it.
In the name of the Lord.
In the name of the praise the Lord.
Oh my god.
Praise the dreaming.
Praise the science.
You fucking bless up science. Even though it has a
Uh,
shitty ass background.
Tragic backstory TM thing. Kim,
Oh,
it's a thing.
well, I mean, yes.
So let's just rock protocol. Realistically, that should be all that's needed. So the realm determines who must observe the protocol. Actor could keep a group of werewolves peaceful during a diplomatic decision on territory, and a changeling versed in nature could prevent animals or even weather from spoiling her event. Anyone who breaks the protocol suffers a penalty to all dice pools to a number equal to the number of successes rolled during the cantrip during the current scene. Any changeling of a higher rank than the character who invoked the cantrip can spend 1 willpower to ignore the effects of protocol.
Are you using actor?
It wouldn't work with actor. He'd have to use
Hey.
Faye.
Yeah, and you'll have to use enough prop to include Terrence.
Which is a
Terrence-
complex machine, so it's like, well, no,
Is
technically,
Terrence a chimera?
yeah, he'd
So
be,
Faye
it would
three?
be Faye.
In theory, he could be either prop or Fae.
Knocker contraptions are listed under Faye, and this is pretty much a knocker contraption, just made by a fucking shoe.
That's fair. Okay, so how much Fae do you need to affect him?
I think it's like 3 or 4.
It's 3 for chimera.
Cool. I'll pay a point of glamour for the extra level of Fae. What level of
That's a
bunk do you
thing?
give me what level of bunk do you give me for basically screaming "You will behave yourselves"?
-1.
Thank you. We are in the dreaming, so that will be an additional -1. And
yeah. You can use a dot of glamour to gain up to like, okay, say you had Fae 2, but you needed like Fae 5, you could drop 3 glamour and get up to Fae 5 for that cantrip.
Oh, that's cool.
It doesn't add on to your dice though. You just roll with your Fae 2 plus
Oh,
realm or plus
That's
art.
cool. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a willpower because I can. So 2 successes with willpower spent. So boom, dictum. Actually, I will also have to throw in a little bit of scene just so I hit everyone here. So that'll bring the difficulty to 7, which is still 2 successes. 2 successes. Because he's a little bit pissed. Okay. So basically, it's kind of like, from my understanding of it, it's kind of like a presence thing. So you kind of feel the weight of the "you should be polite" pressed down on you. But I'll let Kim describe it.
Sorry, I was reading a thing about 40K and I found it amusing. So the bike, Bambi, and Terrence. No, wait, rides the lightning. Yep, there we go. I don't know why I said Terrence. It's okay though. Just woke up from a nap. So, you know, the two PCs are just kind of going along, bickering and bantering like an old married couple, as you know, as they do. When Mr. She over there gets all high and mighty, it's common She stuff, just the regular stuff. When they do that, there's kind of a feeling surrounds you, kind of in the pit of your stomach, that it is best to be on your best behavior. That you can manage, of course. Like, you guys are in the changeling market, and decorum here is pretty much like, don't act like a bunch of rowdy hooligans like you were doing. Pretty much everything but acting like a bunch of rowdy hooligans is pretty much etiquette for this place. So it's pretty much just like, you have a feeling if you really, really keep up the bickering, the dreaming's going to probably come and bite you in the ass. You know Tintagel did this, by the way, because, if you get upset because somebody put some arts on you, that is completely fine and okay. But yes.
Yeah, Brights goes noticeably quiet. Particularly, he doesn't like glare at Tintagel, but he kind of just looks down, and his fists will like flex a bit, and he just keeps polite again. He kind of Bambi notices the distinct change. He keeps polite and keeps very guarded in his statements. But there is a definite distinct change. The chipperness, the chipper nature is definitely gone.
Yep, even the satyr looks kind of like she's been slapped.
On a side note, it's the first time I've ever actually used Sovereign in this game.
No, she keeps walking right alongside him, but she gets real quiet too.
He will let out an exhale of breath. Because he doesn't actually like doing that, believe it or not. He doesn't like taking away, or feeling like he's enforcing things, but ultimately, he has to keep the peace here because that's his job. So, he will just kind of lead his, as they get to the stable masters, he'll get off his horse and start leading it.
And not his job, though.
Beg your pardon?
It's not his job, though, not here. They have a head of the head of the Changeling Market Guards. Tintagel is not it, no matter how much he thinks his title makes him that.
Fair. From his perspective, though, he was also controlling a rowdy member of his household. But, he will sigh. He will kind of tie up his horse, and he will walk into the stable mastery place. I don't know what it's called.
Stable.
That's the phrase.
So, bells. That She had a bunch of shiny shit. And some of it looked really nice.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Bells will definitely follow.
So, when everyone arrives in the stables, there's a chair and like a little fold-up small table in front, where there is another Cluricon just sitting there. She's picking out from underneath her nails, picking the dirt out from underneath her nails with a knife. And when you guys walk in, she'll just kind of look at you and say, "What you want?"
He'll offer an inclination of his head and he'll say, "My name is Tintagel. We've met before. My name is Count Tintagel. We've met before. I'm here to procure a mount for for one new member of my household." And he turns around and looks the sage up and down. His friend? Yes, that will do.
And that very comical, like, school bully, she will pop. She will blow up a bubble of bubble gum, and then it will pop loudly before she answers. Yeah, I know who you are. I'm not stupid. I didn't forget you. It's kind of hard. While I wish I could say all she look the same, you don't. Though y'all have the same personality.
I will remind you of your place.
Oh, is that what we're gonna do? Because this is my place.
That's nice. This is also the Duke's freehold. Is she a servant of the Duke?
She is.
You're also the servant to Duke Maldreth? Maldreth?
Mm-hmm.
You're also the servant of Duke Maldreth, and you will give the nobility their proper place.
She'll smile and wink and say, I am.
He will fold his arms and kind of lean against the wall, and he'll kind of denote the others, and he'll say, "Show them what you have, and then we'll discuss a price for what they want."
She'll stand up. She'll glance Bambi over for a moment and just kind of give her, not like a shit-eating smile or anything, but like, a friendly little, hey, how you doing smile.
Let it be noted that by the time they walk in, she has nudged up fairly close walking alongside Rides, and she kind of has the sulky arm cross glowing because, nobody likes being publicly chastised. So, but her sulk kind of fades a little because she's not going to inflict it on a new person. And she offers a little nod and will actually open up just enough to move forward, offering a hand just to be polite. Oh, doing all right. I'm Pepper.
She'll take the hand and do that, big, grandiose gesture of, bending down, kissing her hand, and then, going back up, and she'll say, "It's wonderful to meet you, Miss Pepper. I am the stable master."
She will glance around. I assume the stable is, in fact, full of all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. There are... There are everything from griffins to chocobos to six-legged horses
chocobos.
To, gigantic kodos from World of Warcraft, which are gigantic lizards. There are I can't remember their name, but the really big, war rhinos or lizards from the hashtag Fire Nation.
Komodo rhinos.
Yes, those.
Jesus.
She got to it before I could. Yes.
Yes. There's a yak. Just a regular ass yak in here.
That's amazing.
Then there's... I already said the couple griffins. There's also these animals that looks like a hybrid between a snow leopard and a snowy owl.
That's fabulous.
So it's got the 4 legs and, spotted white and black fur, as well as a pair of, beautiful white wings.
Aww.
There's also kind of a shifting shadow as one of the creatures in the stalls is just constantly shifting its form. It will turn into, a small skeletal horse with wings, and then it will turn into a gigantic spider, and it just keeps shifting over and over again into various kind of mounts.
Yeah, so all things considered, well, she's still got a little bit of that salt going. There's no hiding the fact that she is kind of, again, like she is with most things, just super taken with the whole place. So while she is trying real hard to keep the "no, I'm mad at him" expression going, it's cracking a bit, and she glances around. It's a very impressive stable.
Why, thank you.
Tintagel will gesture with a hand and he'll say, choose something.
She just looks around and it's like, it's written on her face. It's like, how the fuck do you choose? Look at all the stuff. So yeah, Kid in a Candy Shop strikes, sort of, except that she's just kind of deer in headlights on it. She just kind of looks around. And we'll actually look back to the stable master, who has totally charmed a little bit of the bad mood off her. What do you think is a good idea?
For you? Kind of think for a moment. Well, there is one. They've got a bit of an attitude, mind you. But yeah, there's one that I think you might mesh well with. If you want to see him.
I'd love to see him.
They nod and just kind of say, they kind of motion with a finger like, hey, follow me real fast.
Yeah.
And
She'll like pause long enough to glance back at Rides, but starts following.
She'll look at Rides and say, you can come along too. I know you're looking for one as well. Come on.
Just nods, following.
So she'll lead you to another room, and the animals in here look much more... The big difference is they're more expensive, and they also seem to, all of them have like an attitude, pretty much. As she walks through, she'll give them oats and, various types of other food, and they're all just kind of, they'll stamp their hooves and just kind of tilt their heads away like, fuck you. Towards the back, there's a very majestic looking creature, one could say. Its front half is that of a deer, and it's got wings, but the back half turns into something a bit more peacockish, except it fits with the body of the deer, and it's got very large horns, antlers that just kind of cave off and sprout like massive antlers. And it will just kind of stamp its hooves and then snort as it looks at Bambi.
Damn, it's got them rooster spines. Them shits is dangerous. Sorry, I'm looking at the picture.
Yeah, no, it looks like it'll fuck you up.
Yeah, it could. She will end up standing in front of this thing looking up at it, and obviously in awe, but she's not exactly going to stick her hand through. At least not initially.
That one's kind of peculiar.
Very pretty. She kind of looks back, and let's face it, she's pretty good at just saying the thing. So she just kind of looks back, like, "What should I do?"
Kim, how much is it?
You can't see. You went out of the room. She didn't invite you along.
Oh, you followed. My apologies. I just thought it was implicit.
She would have shut the door on his face.
He would have opened the door.
She would have locked it.
He will break down the door.
That seems a little excessive.
That how we gonna do this? Because I will give you. You know what? All of a sudden, you will have.
I'm
a
fucking
negative,
with you, Kim. 'Cause it was
intimacy.
fun. Kim, I'm fucking with you. It was only funny up to a point.
I will lay a negative him. Oh, I sure did have some coins apparently up in my wallet. What? My very sparse, empty wallet. Okay. She'll just say, "Well, talk to him." It's understanding. Like most of, actually, like all of the creatures are intelligent. These are the ones that talk. They can hear everything that you say. Yeah. So.
Oh. And that poor Womblebot has probably been transferred to her shoulder so it can ride along readily.
Yep, it's just like I'm gonna just chill right here. It's playing. You know what? It's braiding her hair now.
That is, you know what? That is acceptable. I love this canon. And yeah, she will just linger around the front of the stall and start talking to it. And, you know, she said they're sentient and potentially can talk, so asking it things. I figure I'll let her converse with it, but let you go ahead and take rides over to whatever. But she will be chattering very, very sweetly, very politely to this creature.
Okay. She'll look rides up and down, just kind of like, what would be good for you?
Stands there, like, you know, awkwardly, like, looks around. I don't know.
You are a conundrum.
I've been called worse things. Dance to himself.
I suppose that's fair. Yes. Do you want one that can fly?
Weighs the decision heavily. Yes.
Okay. What kind of... Tell me more about yourself.
Puffs his chest out a bit, like, you know, flexes his muscles a bit. Well, they call me Rise the Lightning. I am a Claricon. I fight. He grins. I'm a forward man. I'm a simple man, but I'm forward. I drive my passions and I let them drive me. But I know my place. I know what I must do to earn my place.
I like it. I like it. Okay. It's going to be a bit stereotypical, but I think you'll fit well with it. They'll lead you down a little farther. And there is... Well, that's a fucking unicorn. Except, it looks like this unicorn has seen better days. It's got... Well, it looks like it's been in a lot of fights. The horn, usually it goes up and spirals into a nice little tip. Well, it's broken off, leaving just like a jagged little edge instead of, you know, the full horn. They have cuts that are still mending and a bunch of scars on its otherwise, you know, white fur. Its wings look a little torn up. Yes, they definitely do. But there's a fire in this unicorn's eyes. Like, I will fuck you up.
Ride looks at it, looks back. She's perfect. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Bambi, look at this. You know, just swaggers over to the paddock. Yeah, that's the look. She's perfect. Says smiling to himself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When she's called, she will actually politely disengage because whether or not the Perryton has just seen fit to answer her, she's been talking, and we'll be like, oh, I'll be right back, and we'll clip clop over to see what Rides is crowing about.
Look at it. Look at the eyes. Look at it. Eyes of a killer, that is. Look at that.
Her eyebrows kind of pop up.
I'm gonna fight it. Nods.
I think that's kind of doomed to happen. It doesn't look happy.
Oh, of course she
You could-
doesn't.
You could try talking to it.
Oh, no. Puts both big meaty hands on Bambi's shoulders. You don't talk to a beast like that. Not in the way you think. You talk with your fists. Nods sagely.
She like glances over to the stable master to see like what the expression is in response to this.
The stable master just kind of shrugs and then nods. They understand. They too are a clericon. They understand how this goes.
I mean, the stable master seems cool with it, so she just kind of glances over, looks back up at him, kind of shrugs.
You go have your fun,
Okay.
Bambi. I have some important business to take care of. Takes off jacket.
Unicorn.
It takes off jacket, takes off shirt, opens the paddock door, you know.
She just takes his fucking jacket and shirt because otherwise he will tear them off and leave them somewhere. And we'll
hands-
walk back over to talk
No.
to the one from before.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
So it will slowly walk out. Heavy clip clop. It will look at Rides. And then it will kind of extend its wings out, in one little kind of hoof and do a facsimile of a bow. It's very low. It's more like a, I'm going to do that whole formal, I will bow to you first, and then I'm going to kick your ass kind of deal.
Rides a bow as well, like, this is about to be a good fight, type bow.
Has initiative been rolled in every scene for Rides has been in?
It wasn't in the last one.
It was nearly
Quite.
in the last one. Nearly.
Quite.
No, initiative technically was rolled when we fought the troll.
No, we did a social earlier. He did not quite roll initiative.
Fair
It was
enough.
getting there. It was getting there.
Who did you almost roll initiative on?
Zeke.
Fair enough.
Don't kill the other fucking squire, Jesus!
Do it.
Hey,
Hey.
That's what he gets for poking this off?
Is to kill the other one.
That's what
Actually,
gets
no. Actually, no. Zeke has a freehold. Yeah, no, you can kill him because I'll just claim the freehold.
That's what you get for talking shit, Zeke.
Talk shit, get hit.
Oh boy.
Hey, go ahead, roll initiative.
I'm ready. Okay, that's 12.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, it rolled really well. And, well, thankfully it doesn't go for the lethal method of,
Impaling me.
impalement. Yeah. It doesn't, it's not impaling. Instead, hoof to chest if, the attack makes it. 'Cause they're actually pretty vicious, getting a hoof to the chest. I've had a friend of mine who no, I'm using Discord
Discord's
personally.
working again.
I'm attempting to duck out of the way.
Okay, go ahead, roll your Dex Athletics, and I will see how well this one rolls.
3 for me.
They got 5, so
Took 3 off it, so not too bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. They only have 1 carryover, so. What the hell does a hoof attack do? It's probably okay. Okay. This is chimerical. It is lethal, but you can soak chimerical lethal with your stam. So all you have to do is soak 4.
I took 3.
Hey, it's not too bad. So they rear up on their hind legs and lash out with one of their hooves. It's gonna have, you're gonna have a nice little bruise of a hoof print later. It's now his turn. Or, well, actually, no, because he dodged.
Yep. It's his turn again.
It goes right back to the, angry horse. Unicorn creature. Is he gonna dodge?
I'm going to attempt to block, actually. Getting a bit more ballsy rides is. If I can use my part, like attempt to block it essentially with both my elbows. Or if I can dodge, if I can't do that, I can just dodge. I think right.
Just point of rules clarification. You cannot unarmed block an attack that deals lethal damage.
Oh, I wasn't sure. Okay, well,
Is he unarmed if he has the knuckles?
Oh no, I haven't used the knuckles. You didn't use the knuckles. It's not gonna hurt a beast like that. No.
In that case, he could probably parry it with his bare hands. Yeah, but if you're just parrying with your hands, you can't do it against an attack that deals lethal because your hands will still get cut. Basically.
Yeah, no, I'll just duck the fuck out of the way then. It's no bother. So I will roll to my dude. I get 5 successes.
Yeah, no, you just whoosh right out the way and dodge that shit.
Smirks. Come on, you wee fucker, hit me.
it will stop and say at the in like a really thick Irish accent. Oh, I did hit you. Did you not see that on your chest?
Ah, that was a lover's tap. What are you on about? Come on, hit me again. Do it. Get this really intense look in his face. Do it.
You can see it just... Its head lowers for just a moment as it's like, oh, I could impale this fucker. And then it's like, no. Mm-mm. Not yet.
Not yet. Oh my God.
Okay, you gonna dodge, or...?
Yeah, I'll do another dodge taunting it. Why not? Why not?
Okay.
Why not be the little clericon that I am? I get another 4 successes.
Okay, and you manage to dodge it once again.
It spins around. You call that a hit, do you? Come on, hit me.
You're a slippery little bastard for a clericon.
I'm a big fucker as well, so come on, grinning.
It will go again. Okay. If you're going to... Are you going to dodge?
Oh, yeah. I'm winding this thing up. I get 5 successes.
It got 6 successes.
Still, though, this is pretty good.
Yeah. It gets no rollover. Well...
I wish I had a specialty.
Like, dancing dodge.
Yeah, dancing dodge, exactly.
Okay. Soak 4 lethal.
Okay. So, add 1 of it. So I take 3.
Okay, you're up to 2 lethal.
Don't you soak chimerical lethal at difficulty 7? I don't know why that's coming into my head.
There's nothing in the book that says the difficulties increase because it's lethal.
Okay.
He gets a hit and he takes 1 or 2 steps back. Well, burst me bubble and call me Bagar. You actually hit me. Well done. It took you bloody long enough. Grins.
Hey! Made you the first time!
Oh, yeah, but that was... Puts his hands in his pockets.
Gonna try to hit him again.
I'm a gonna dodge this, and then if I manage to dodge this, I'll spend a willpower to numb my wounds because I got hit hard.
I actually didn't do this well, so you'll probably be able to just kind of move out of the way. Yep, it only got 2 as well, so you dodge again.
See, ducks. And that's when the knuckles come out. You keep missing me.
It will just, do that very upset kind of that large beasts do. And then try to hit him again.
So, with my brass knuckles, can I parry this?
Yeah.
All right, spend another willpower because here it comes.
Oh shit. There's no need to parry because it fucking misses anyway.
I got 2, but doesn't parry work that if you get more successes than it, you apply damage?
Well, that's the thing. Like it completely missed.
Oh, completely missed. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't even need to parry. Beautiful.
You don't even need to parry, yeah.
Free hit.
And also the rule on that is if you, because I actually had to look this up recently. So let's just say you and I are fighting with a sword, and you're fighting with your bare hands. Okay. This is actually the rule this is what really fucks over werewolves, and people don't seem to realize this is how it works. So if you come at me and I've got a sword and I parry your unarmed attack with my armed attack, then
He's not unarmed with knuckles, though.
I don't, but the horse isn't unarmed either because it's using the heart of its hooves.
From what I understand, the parry mechanic works even if the opponent isn't, or even if the opponent is armed. Like the Counter-Strike, as far as I know.
I don't think that's
Is
how
it only
works.
if they're unarmed?
I think it's only if they're unarmed. The logic being is that if you come at me and I parry your unarmed strike with a weapon, the weapon still applies its damage, which is, once again, when werewolves hit you because they mostly come at you with teeth or claws, if you've got the sword and you can outdo them, it's just a matter of parry you damage. Yeah.
No, okay. No,
we can check the rule, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
that's fine. I mean,
You can parry unarmed attacks. You
Well,
can
yeah,
also
it's-
parry attacks by bows, crossbows, and thrown weapons.
Oh, it's not that. There is an added mechanic, and I guess it may very well be only against unarmed, where basically if you do an attack and he parries, if he parries and has more successes than you, they become like the rollover from a successful attack.
Mhm.
In return.
It will do damage, yeah.
Yeah, so like I guess the debate is, can he do that now?
Oh,
Or
no, but
actually,
it's-
I guess you didn't need to parry in the first place. So you can just full on fucking attack him anyways. So
Mhm. They
I'll
can.
just keep my willpower spent for the actual full hit. Merciful Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is just that many then. And no damage, but I just get a light tap with my knuckles. Just bump.
boop the snoot.
Yep.
We'll just kind of stop for a moment. Just kind of look at him and say, really, at my weakest, you still couldn't get a hit off.
Warming you up. Showing that I can hit you though. Because you can't hit me yet. Grins seem better, driving from side to side.
Oh, ones don't take away damage or so.
I'm so used to the other venues that do that. So I do actually do lethal.
Yeah. Now to see if they can soak it. They do not have a lot of stamina. Oh shit, but they blew that soak out the water.
Boop.
And it will try to hit him again.
Okay. I'm gonna parry it then.
Okay.
It's 5. 4 successes.
And it did 4 successes as well.
So I just successfully parry.
Yeah, and there's no extra damage. Or yeah.
Grins at it. Come on. Come on.
You annoying little fucker.
Ah, but you love me though, really? You know, winks.
And don't get too ahead of yourself. Okay. 3, 4. Okay, go ahead, roll your parry or whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah. Wound penalties, so... Is that many dice? 3.
Unfortunately, you do not completely parry it at 4 successes. You still do, like, parry most of it. Well, not... Yeah. Take off 3 of the 4. Too lethal?
Okay, I will attempt to soak it. Oh, Jesus. Terrible soak roll.
Didn't you know? Ooh. Thankfully, you can't botch soak rolls.
Thankfully.
So you're now down to 4 lethal.
All right. And he will nod to himself and take a little spit and grin. All right, I'll give you that one. That was a good one.
And you
Grins
still
at him.
want to keep going.
Can't beat. I will not stop till you knock me the fuck out. Grins.
It's your funeral.
Smiles. Spends willpower.
Yep, they completely just kind of flounder with that attack roll. They miss completely.
Beautiful. 3. Two. Yeah, it's a 2 damage. Hopefully he soaks.
How much? 2?
2.
Let's see. It does, actually.
Oh, boy.
So it just kind of looks at him and it's like, are you ever actually going to hit?
To be fair, you're a gigantic unicorn, and I'm a man. You know, I may be an amazing man, but I'm still a man. So, you know, keep coming.
Looking more worse for wear than I am, but okay, little man.
Little man. You know what I mean? They're just gonna stare.
Is he going to parry?
Yeah, he's gonna parry. He's like, little man.
I'll just say, yeah, little man.
I parry 1.
Yeah,
So
that's
taken aback.
not enough.
He's so being taken aback, being called little. He's like, what?
You won't, mate.
What?
Kim, say that again immediately. It was adorable.
What?
You won't, mate.
Yeah, you won't, mate. What the fuck?
I only took 1 of whatever you're doing.
Oh, nope. There we go. Let me put in the correct amount. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. Please soak 6 lethal.
I only took 1 of it, so I got 5. And I get kicked
Oh.
halfway across the room.
He's dead.
Yeah, no. Oh shit. Thankfully, it's just chimerical death. Oh fuck. So
Yeah.
let me go look up the rules for chimerical deaths because I haven't had to look them up in a while. I've forgotten. Your body will still be there, and I believe it's something equal to your banality before you return. So
Unless where we are might affect it. Because I remember when Ashwin nearly died, I had to make sure it was outside of the town.
that's the miss. That's frailties. Where the frack? Fracking.
Torna, how do you feel? You got punched out by a horse.
I mean, it's a bloody fucking huge unicorn that looks like it's been in through several fights, and the fact I'm pretty happy I lasted a while. Put up a good run.
Okay. So. Oh.
But
So you're gonna get an unpleasant time. Okay, so with chimerical death, work. Motherfucker. 269. So what is your banality?
3.
Okay. Yes. Holy shit, dude. Okay, so you will be. Yeah. So you're going to immediately pass out and be expelled from the dreaming. And along with that, for the next 12 hours, you suffer from the mists, and all memories of your Fey life are inaccessible. Along with that, you will gain 2 banality points,
Oh.
not dots.
Okay.
Just points.
All right. Okay. Oof.
You will be kicked out with no recollection of your Fey self at all. About probably on the outskirts of Dublin proper, just kind of chilling in a field. You have no idea how the hell you got there.
Wakes up, looks around. Oh god, I drank too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're gonna have to go on an epic adventure to save a very large lout from himself.
I mean, he's
I do that.
in the autumn world, just doing him.
Yeah.
Well, no. Oh wait, no, because it's different for the she. Our she personalities take over our bodies. I don't know how it works with other kiths.
I mean, if he's being affected by the mists, isn't he just people?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And
fine.
the chimerical death section has nothing else about, how she are, different or special from anybody else. You
Oh
get to
no, we're not different or special. But if you read the fluff, we don't have a human side anymore. Like so the she guts the person and it takes them over. But I think with other people, it's more of a blending.
It is usually.
Yeah, but you still wake up and you don't remember your face off at all, no matter what. So Rides Lightning gets kicked viciously across the room. There's a very disgusting kind of wet slump and crash as he hits the opposite wall, the door, in fact. Through sheer force, his body will slowly slump to the ground and then vanish.
Dope boy, are you ready to see the deer butt mad?
Let's bring it.
So yeah, she expects to hear a certain amount of violence, but things are breaking now. So she comes clipping very quickly back down from the stall she was stationed at. Again, kind of being like, I need to check on that and running. And is she going to even see the body before he fades?
She can, yeah, if she's running pretty fast.
I imagine she's gonna literally hoof it. She's the fucking healer. And yeah, she will see him slump and like go to lunge to do her shit, and he fades. And she looks at the stable master, and she looks at this alicorn, and she pulls herself up, eyes brimming with tears, and was like, "What were you thinking?" At the alicorn. God help her.
It will do the best shrug it can with its wings, and it will say, "You challenged me, and he was not up to the task, it seemed. He still fought well, though."
And she stares at it for a long second, kicks that door shut again, and just kind of says, "I hope you're right," and starts marching out of the stable.
Tintagel, for his part, was probably sitting in a chair, like, reading the changeling equivalent of a newspaper.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Deerbud starts storming, like tears streaming down her face. He gets the wonderful experience of watching her that door that was slammed in his face open, and she is on a mission. She's not sure where she's going, but she's going there.
he will, because he's completely confused, just like, where's Rides the Lightning? Or where's, no, sorry, what's your character's last name, Sketch? Because he'll always call you by your rank, because it's what Tintagel does.
MacBan.
Where's Squire McMahon?
That is a really good question, and I don't know.
He's going to say, oh dear. Come here. I will find him. I can find him. Don't worry. Keep calm. What happened?
There's already fat tears just rolling down her face. She is barely together. She's literally being held together by impotent fury.
Well, Tintagel is not good in emotional circumstances.
Lucky you.
Hmm?
I said, lucky you.
Yes, he's going to kind of gesture to Catherine, who is good in emotional circumstances. Catherine, I don't know what to do. Give her a hug or a hot drink or something.
Catherine looks completely distraught. She's like, "I gave him a ribbon and he's gone." Of course, she's not saying that out loud, but now she's about to start crying. Yes, she will walk up and invoke over, and he was bleeding, and he disappeared. It just gets shriller and shriller.
Literally, he's just going to pop his head through the door and say to the Cluricon, "Chimerical death."
Oh yeah.
Ah. Oh, nice Alicorn. He'll pop his head back out the door.
So Catherine, in her two large arms, is just gonna reach down, scoop up the satyr, and like hold the satyr to her chest, going, "Oh no, he's gone! Where'd he go?"
He's fine. We'll find him. Calm thyselves.
Sobbing.
Is Maya back?
Because she doesn't know shit about chimerical death. She doesn't know anything. She's pretty sure he's dead. And she is completely
Tintagel's going to sigh, at which point you'll see him. He's going to walk outside for the pixie, because poor Pixie is still here, and I think she wants to steal my shit.
If she's back?
I don't think she is. You'll see him mark on the ground a circle in the dirt, at which point he notes north, south, east, and west on it from a compass that he'll remove from his belt. And then he's going to point in each direction, north, south, east, and west, and he's going to say, "Over hill and under dale, wherever they may be, show me now, where the lightning rider be." And Kim, that is going to be my bunk for Soothsay Will-o-Wisp.
Okay.
With Akin has difficulty.
-1.
Cool, plus the -1 for being in the dreaming, which is, I'm going to spend a willpower because, women are screaming.
Catherine's not screaming. She gets very over exaggerative, especially when okay, Catherine knows what's up, but when people start crying, Catherine starts crying because she's a sympathetic crier.
Bless her, because it's probably helping.
So that's 2 successes with the willpower. A little bit.
So there's a little will-o'-the-wisp that just kind of appears, and it bobs around for a few seconds, and it's like, and kind of, it kind of circles around for a moment, And then it bobs up and down again. And then it starts, kind of, it looks like the little night elf wisps, like when you die. So it's just like this little ball of glowing light. It doesn't really have a face to it though. And it's just kind of, it does the like little circle thing where it will go in a small spiral as it kind of moves forward. So like if y'all can see the motion I'm doing right now, it looks kind of funny because I'm just like bobbing my head kind of up and down.
Kim, put on your camera. We need to see it.
No, I'm still in my work shirt and everything.
Chris is again.
Oh,
But yeah, no, he's going to call into Catherine. He's going to say, we're going to go find him. Bring the fawn.
okay. She will just start walking away with Bambi still in her arms. The little Wumblebot is holding on for dear life to like the back of her shirt.
You know something? Because this is why we keep him here. Kim, I'm going to go over to Mr. Floofles.
It has laid down, in it, like in good Saint Bernard fashion, like the little sides of its mouth have just kind of all over the ground, and it'll look up. It won't even move.
He's going to withdraw basically from Terrence. He keeps picnic set on Terrence, like previously said. He's going to remove a glass from the picnic set. He's going to walk over and he's going to fill the glass with basically, it's some kind of really sweet, like heavy liqueur. I think we've never really decided. I think it's maybe some kind of rum or some kind of sweet
whiskey.
liqueur.
It's whiskey.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
From his barrel, he's gonna be like, 1 moment, please. He's gonna kind of fill it from the barrel. He's gonna pet the puppy because he's a good puppy.
It'll wag its little tail. Well, it's not a little tail.
I was just saying,
gigantic.
we could probably use that tail as some kind of whip to clear a battlement, Kim, for Christ's sake. Before he's going to walk back over and he's going to present the fortifying drink to the fawn, because you're meant to have. It's supposedly good when you have a shock.
This would normally probably work fine. However, she is completely distraught because she still doesn't understand that he is not dead.
Oh.
And so she manages to get about half a glance at it and then just plants her face back in Catherine's shirt and keeps crying on her.
I should probably explain that your friend isn't dead.
Just, I don't believe you.
Why would I lie?
Snuffling and horrible wet noises.
I, Tintagel Flickerflame Abdougal, hereby swear before the dreaming once, twice, and thrice that I do not lie to you, that your friend will come back to you in a few days' time. And we can't break one of those.
She still looks there's some skepticism in there, but she calms down the slightest bit. She's still leaking.
Let's go and find him so he doesn't get into too much trouble. His mortal body minus his face soul is wandering around in the autumn world at the moment. He's a big glamour target, and there are certain things that love to eat those glamour targets. And I would very much rather he not be eaten. So we're going to go and find him and make sure he's safe, and he will come back to you in a day or two when the soul recorporealizes.
Will he be okay?
In a manner, he'll be slightly heavier than he was in the sense that his soul will be weighed by the fact he was killed, but other than that, he should be fine.
She doesn't seem especially reassured.
He's really not good at this.
And she's really emotional. And let's face it, most men faced with like the fountain of tears can't cope.
It's also because if you have House Dougal's birthright means it's very hard for me to empathize with people.
Oh.
It's actually my house's flaw. We can't feel the emotions of others.
No, it's just harder. Not that you just completely can't.
Well, yeah, that's fair. For me, it's like a +3 diff. It's something stupid. But he'll be like, Mhm. He'll say, "Come on, we're going to go and find your friend and make sure he's all right. Then we can go and have pancakes."
I don't want pancakes.
Do you want some French toast?
No.
Some ice cream?
God damn it, stop making me laugh.
He's really bad at this.
She just kind of looks at him like you just don't no. Just she's shrinking a little more every time he presents a new option. Like, why won't you stop?
Catherine's gonna look over at him and just kind of lift up a finger and just kind of like she won't press it against his lips, but it gets very close. And she's just like, shh, let me handle relations, okay? You quiet.
Excellent. This is a plan.
Is Maya back? I heard crying children in the background, so
Yes, it's me.
yay!
But like you guys are in the midst of it, and Bells is just outside. Maybe
Mhm.
she pickpocketed the character. Who knows?
We have come back outside because things
Yeah.
have happened.
So
Yeah, I know. After he died.
yeah. So there's
Okay.
a giant troll who's kind of holding this crying satyr, and on a whim, she will just kind of look down at Bells and she'll say, "Can I borrow you for a second?"
Sure.
Okay, thank you. They'll reach down, pick up Bells, and just hold
Right.
Bells next to Bambi. As in that kind of, look, cute little, it's a cute little pixie. We can, cry together.
To which Bells would just fly around. What the fuck? And none of his. Wait. Ooh, your skin is shiny. Hi.
Tintan's two friends just gotten on Terrence and it's just like, "Come on, we have to go find your friend." Ah, there's a pixie.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Whiskey.
Hello, sire. I would bow, but unfortunately, I happen to be like 3 feet off the ground.
No,
Okay.
you're so much more than 3 feet.
I see. Catherine, bow by proxy, please.
Why would I bow to you? I've already done that today.
Ah. Excellent. Now to go and find a friend, and then waffles. I think we agreed on waffles. We agreed on waffles, right?
Wait, are you looking for the big lumbering hunk of flesh that just walked that way?
He
didn't
did
walk
not
out.
walk anywhere.
He did not walk anywhere. Okay,
He
never mind.
primarily
They said
died.
his soul. They said his body was going around, so I was wondering.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
down to the autumn world. Y'all are in the dreaming
Oh.
right now, but he's in the autumn world.
She'll count like 1, 2. You're missing someone.
The bawling starts again.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Here, have do you want the stroopwafel? She'll pull out half of a stroopwafel out of her bra. Do you want one? They're delicious.
Everyone keeps trying to give her food.
Listen, food helps people. It's really hard to cry while you're eating.
See,
Alright.
she understands.
Tintaro, you don't even understand.
I really don't.
Have the stroopwafel. Let the golden syrupy goodness help with your pain of loss. I'm so sorry. Do you want a hug that I'm being suspended in the air for? I have a purpose here. Not just for my good luck.
She is like being hugged up by a giant troll alongside someone else who's being hugged up by a giant troll. She makes the saddest little nod finally at the hug. Hug is okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Here, eat the stroopwafel. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just look over to Tintagel and like mouth chimerical.
He'll nod.
How new are you to
They're
this place,
new.
honey? Ah. It's okay. He'll be back soon, a couple of days max, and then you can explain to him just how silly he's being, by putting himself in danger to make you worry. See? Guilt is your best friend as a friend. It'll be fine. Here, eat the stroopwafel. Here.
There's snuffling, but she does not want the thingy. People keep trying to give her food. She doesn't know why.
It helps.
See, I'm
Haven't you
not the
ever,
only one who thinks this.
It helps. Haven't you read any fairy tales and stuff? Like after trials and tribulations, the heroes go and eat and they feel better. There is magic in food. Ask any Boggin. Don't denounce the Boggin wisdom.
Catherine's gonna slowly, as the two are talking, she's gonna slowly kind of move her head down as she tries to take a bite.
She can have it.
Bellas will raise her arm up so Catherine can have some of the soup waffle. Not everything. This is partially also my lunch.
She'll take a small bite.
A small troll bite. All right.
She tried. Meanwhile, the Will-O-the-Wisp is just kind of waiting patiently outside, just from.
Tad's just gonna kind of kick his bike into follow the Will-O-the-Wisp. Because realistically, when you die a chimerical death, there's an explosion of glamour, and you're still delicious and have no memories and can't defend yourself. And he could die out there, not just die.
Yeah.
Dearest horned person, what are you, satyr? Yeah. Dearest satyr person, we should go look for your friend so you could protect him in his time of need. Look, see, your liege is leaving without you. Isn't that rude? Why don't you go follow him?
Thankfully, the he's leaving without you bit finally manages to break through, and she gives a quick, suddenly the put me down squirm happens. And she's not happy with Terrence right now, but she will still vault into that fucking sidecar. She didn't give a shit.
Tintagil's going to leave his horse tied up. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, he's going to leave his horse tied up there. He'll come back for them later because he's much better at riding Terrence. He's going to turn to the pixie and shrug. He's going to say, "Adventure?"
Yes. Looks at Catherine. May I get down now, please?
Catherine will carefully set them both down.
It's more so the fact you're going to get up. He'll point to the giant Saint Bernard. More than likely on that.
Fuck yes! Immediately goes for the giant Saint Bernard.
We're probably gonna have to go into the autumn world. I can't bring Fluffles there.
Oh, damn. In that case, bring. Has he named the fucking Rapidash?
That's a very good question.
Bring Starshine, because it's going to be called Starshine now, back to the castle. I'll take them in Terrence.
Okay.
Hmm.
And Catherine, who's about 9 foot, will kind of lean over and she'll just kind of shoo the pixie and the satyr and she's like, go on now. Over to Terrence. Have fun.
Bye.
When I get back, I want pancakes and possibly waffles.
I will tell Destiny.
Thank you.
And we'll see if she'll make them. Or tell me to get out of her kitchen again because my horns are scraping the ceiling.
Yeah, also, what's this about? No, I will talk to her about fighting a red cap later. Moving on. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Hey Kim, what did Catherine do again? What was their job again?
She's a blacksmith and a bodyguard.
Oh, yeah, no, she definitely doesn't at all recognize the little Pisky at all. No, she doesn't. Not at all she's a troublemaker for the market or anything. Nah.
Well, she doesn't mess with the market. That's the market guard.
Oh, phew, good job. Thank you.
Yeah, she's Tintagil's bodyguard. Yes. She'll head off and do that, and the Will-O-the-Wisp will just kind of look at you guys, and it kind of bobs up and down, and then it starts moving again, and it's like. And unlike in WoW, it doesn't have. Oh no, my fan!
That was adorable.
Sorry.
She has those moments, but she will never admit to them.
Gosh, Evan. So sorry, I dropped my face. So you guys will be or unlike in WoW, the Will-o'-the-Wisps do not have a set pace where you can neither walk nor run to keep up with them at a steady pace. Instead, as you guys start speeding up, it too will start speeding up. As it heads over there to a nice little, I think they're called trods. I'm very tired. Yes, to a trod, and you guys head back into the lovely autumn world.
Oh shit, I have to obey things like traffic laws here.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Hmm.
Because after the last couple of major traffic violations that my changeling players have done, Dublin City Police have stepped it up a notch.
Yeah, I'm not able to break the law. I'm not able to break the traffic law anymore.
In the words of Cardi B, oh, I then stepped it up a notch.
Jesus.
Dublin City Police did. Also, Cardi is amazing. So we will, y'all get there, and it's this nice open field that the Changeling Market and the Dreaming is situated in. You guys are right outside of Dublin, proper anyway. Y'all can go ahead and make me an intelligence investigation or survival. No, perception. Perception survival or perception investigation roll.
I haven't seen one of those things.
As you guys now have to track down a leprechaun.
On the bright side, he has very big feet.
Yes. And the grass is very tall.
Bambi knows where he's going.
Oh, wait, why am I making you roll things? We have a freaking Will-o'-the-Wisp. I'm very tired. You guys don't have to roll.
Damn, and we succeeded too.
Yeah, nah, y'all just kind of look around and, you'll see the Will-o'-the-Wisp heading in the right direction because you're like, oh yeah, that's probably where he landed because those are some big-ass, footprints.
Big ass hole in the field just spread. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the grass.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was it was either you can see the grass where it's kind of been flattened. Once it looked like, completely spread eagle, and then it looks like they got up and then started shuffling off somewhere by the grass patches that have been smushed.
By the way, Kim, can I ask a really weird question?
I suppose.
Does my spider silk armor only count as chimerical armor?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say because spider silk can be ridiculously, durable. So I was wondering if it counted as real world armor as well, but it doesn't. It's all good.
It does not, because it was made only by chimerical spiders, not yeah.
That's fair. But yes, we're going to follow the Will-o'-the-Wisp. I think we're following it to a pub.
Yes, you guys are following the Will-o'-the-Wisp straight to a pub.
Is it? So, Torna, is this one of the places that they go to regularly?
Yep. It's the exact same pub he always goes to. It's almost like it's ingrained in his routine because Mortal Rides used to go there before he became a changeling.
So here is a question, just so I know. When if he suffered chimerical death and they met after he became a changeling, does that mean he forgets her entirely, even if they hung up out in the autumn world a lot and did some normal people shit?
Did you know?
I know he wouldn't remember that she is a satyr, but I don't know if he would forget her entirely as a person.
He might have very, very hazy, at best, kind of they're kind of disoriented. They'll remember bits and pieces. They won't know that she was a satyr. They won't know that he's a Chloricon. He might remember, we've hung out and we got hilariously drunk in a pub a couple times, but that's kind of about the extent of it. He won't really remember much other than that.
Okay. That works. Yeah, as soon as Terrence is even remotely close to a stop, she's vaulting out. She knows this pub.
He will immediately grab her arm.
What?
Once again, be careful. There's. He's going to scan around because bad things can happen when changelings are defenseless like this. He's going to see if there's anything out of the ordinary around here.
Roll me perception investigation. Well, yeah, alertness too. Alertness is the Anybody
And
can
it's
roll that
side
as well
based.
if y'all want. Yes.
Ooh.
He sense distinctly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes.
No, just one.
Okay. With everybody done rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who got what?
I got
I've
one.
got 2, and I think Evan got like 5.
Yeah, I got 5. Then there was 1 and 2.
So with 1, there's a little twinge, maybe, that something is kind of off. It's not as it should be. With 2 successes, that feeling is very much solidified, as it's just kind of like, yeah, no, this place don't really feel good. With 5 successes, yeah, no, oh Jesus Christ, it's something is here, and it's just kind of, as you're looking around, you see, with 5 successes, you see this very tall figure walk into the pub. You catch them right as they're walking in. You've seen these creatures before, particularly you, because you have one chilling in your house.
Oh, shit.
It's a ghast that's walking into this pub, and it looks like it's on a mission.
Tintagel immediately hops off his bike, and he sprints into the building at top speed, like as fast as his she legs can move.
Everybody else sees Tintagel just like bolting, like a loser.
I mean, she got grabbed by the arm, and then there was a warning, a quick glance around, and suddenly he ran in. So she's going to be quickly behind. But we'll kind of halt up a second at the door so that she can enter at a calmer pace to make it look normal.
And super chill, obviously, totally at ease.
Obviously, totally, not at all.
At ease.
He will stop the same at the door because the entity just entered before them. So he will, he looks the two of them over and he sighs. Do either of you have weapons on you?
She just shakes her head. I could do things, but not. I don't fight.
Tintagel removes 2 chimerical guns and hands one to each of you. They're 2 pistols.
You
He will say, that thing that entered just before us is a ghast. They eat the organs of changelings and those who have glamour-rich blood.
Fuck a duck.
Could I just get him on the bike?
I beg your pardon?
Could I just get him on the bike? Can't we just get him out?
That is my plan. However, they've gone in there before us, which means they're hunting.
She is holding the gun like someone who has never held a fucking gun, for what it's worth.
Tintagel's hand drops to the sword that's on his hip, and he'll say, don't let it touch you. Its hands are like scalpels.
Ugh. All
Tiny
right.
not.
And he's going to push his way into the pub.
So, Rides is chilling at the bar, probably just getting drunk.
Yep.
Like-
Pretty much. Yeah.
And, this rather tall man will kind of walk in. He looks very, very skinny. His hair is kind of just hanging down loosely around his shoulders. It doesn't look like he's particularly dirty. It just he's got that air of a sickly person around him, you know, like when you can just tell by how they look that, you know, a person is just really sick. And they'll walk in and they'll sit right down or right beside Rides. They'll get a pint and they'll just kind of lift it up and do that. Hey, cheers.
Nods, you know, clinks glasses, just takes a drink, you know, keeping himself to himself because no memory, so he just drinks away.
And then the party walks in, shall we say, which is consisted of, well, the three of you guys, and you'll walk in and you'll see the gas sitting right beside Rides the Lightning, and they seem to just, you know, be drinking in like nice quiet silence for the moment. And there's not too many people in this bar for the most part. It seems very, at this point, it's very quiet. There's a couple people towards the back drinking and eating, because I think you can get food at pubs too. I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So they're just eating. The barkeep's there, just kind of wiping the counter down repeatedly.
Yeah, for what it's worth, her tactic is to just kind of, I mean, if the others want to take a different tack, that is all good. She's just going to walk in and start, you know, that casual kind of slipping through around tables and stuff, get to the bar, and will hope really, really, really hard and just kind of go, "Hey, Tristan!" and, you know, pick up an arm and wave it, smiling brightly.
Turns and stares at her. And I'm gonna roll something. I'm gonna roll a chance dice to see, does he remember her being friend or a one night stand?
Either one works. Fuck
Oh.
it.
Oh, hey, hey, what's your name?
Pepper.
Oh yeah, you're the sprite one. Yeah. Nods sagely. One with the hands.
Bartender, another drink for myself, my lady friend here, and a drink for the bar, which is basically everyone who's at the bar gets a drink. He'll say as he steps forward.
Rides looks over his shoulder and looks at Pepper. Is this your boyfriend? Because, like, if so, this was a one night thing. Like, you know, I'd shack him and leave him. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey. It's not like that. You know, fond memories. Spotted you. Thought I'd say hi.
yeah.
She is trying not to look soul crushed. She's like wandering up, trying to like take the seat up next to him.
By the way, Kim, we can still, our chimerical items can still interact with chimerical people, can't they?
Yes. Chimerical stuff will affect chimerical stuff.
What form does my sword take in the Grey World? Because it was a treasure and it does have a presence, but I have no idea what kind of presence it has.
It probably just looks like a freaking umbrella or a cane.
I'll go with Kane. He'll walk beside the guest and he'll say in a very low voice, as the drinks are being poured, "I think that food to your taste is not something you'll find on the menu here, old boy."
I suppose we'll see about that, won't we?
Indeed.
And he'll just take a sip of his, you know what? Since the bartender is handing out the drinks that he ordered first, he will, you know, he'll take up the drink that Tintagel paid for, look him dead in the eye, and take a sip of it.
Tintagel will smile. Basically, he's going to keep his eyes on this gas to make sure it doesn't make a move, while Pepper basically attempts to, I don't know, re-seduce
Seduce ride the lightning. Oh, this is gonna be fucking priceless. Okay.
Heard the man. He like
Like he never said no.
I mean, you just gotta put
On
it
the
to
side
him.
note, I only have one question. When Rides the Lightning gets back to being Rides the Lightning, he still fucking wants that horse, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. Oh no, he'll come right back on. Oh, you think I was ready? He strips off for round 2, essentially.
Oh god damn it.
No, it's my nature. I have to overcome the
I
challenge.
know. But in the meantime, while that's going over or on one side of him very quietly, on the other side, she's popped up and isn't getting familiar enough to like try to hook an arm or anything, but pops up on the chair and grins up at him. So one of my friends is throwing a party?
Takes a long drink. What kind of party?
And she adopts a deliciously mischievous grin, the kind of which nobody in this room has seen before. The good kind.
Stares at her. Rubs his beard. Just nods to himself. Where?
And she will actually probably name an actual place because she has a handful of dreamers that are people she parties with.
Alright then. Nods to himself. And you want me to go with you, do you?
Well, yeah, it's no fun going alone. Kind of like playing with her lip a bit.
Looks her up and down. Nods to himself. Okay. Finishes his drink and stands up. Yeah, no, that can work. That can work.
Don't worry, big man. She like gives his arm a pat. No strings.
Oh no, that's fine. I was just measuring because normally you're not my type. But we'll save that for later. You know, just because he's walking.
You didn't say that last time.
I know, but you know, I know.
Tintagel's going
We'll
to
see how it
sigh
is.
as he sees the others stand up, knowing that they're about to be outside, and he's going to say, I'm going to make an assumption, Gast.
And what would that be?
The only reason you're so sure of yourself is because you're not here alone, are you?
I suppose you'll just have to figure that out for yourself.
Oh, of course I will. He'll adopt a smile, and he'll follow the others as they leave.
Enjoy the couple minutes you have.
Till we meet again.
Until.
And unless there's some reason she shouldn't have one, she's just gonna pull a phone out of her pocket and be like, get them an Uber. Just anything to get them out of this area because she can't very well explain piling on the bike with 2 other people.
This is really going to be fucking hilarious when he remembers all this. Yeah, he slaps fucking Pepper on the arse when they're getting in the fucking Uber because it's right to fucking lightning.
I choose to point out that Ubers don't exist in Ireland.
Oh,
Do they not? Is there some equivalent?
No.
just order a taxi.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna
fucking
say,
taxi.
yeah,
Whatever.
Did you never tell them that Ubers aren't a thing?
I didn't realize she was going to order an Uber.
Jeez, no,
But yeah,
Fine. She
slap-
fucking
he-
calls a
I
taxi.
mean, he slaps her arse when they're getting in the taxi because it's lightning and he thinks he's getting laid. He, you know,
There
Yeah.
is a comical squeak. Because let's face it, it's not like she protests that much, but she wasn't expecting it.
Kim, as they wait for the taxi. Oh, I'm keeping an eye out, Jim.
Oh, you do that, buddy. You do that.
Mm-mm.
As
We
long
all
as,
gonna die.
as long as there's nothing creepy in the taxi, we're getting in the taxi.
Yeah, no,
You say that.
the taxi looks, for the most part, they're looking they look relatively fine. I mean, it's just a taxi driver. They
Yeah,
look
that's-
like a common taxi driver.
As long as it looks like a normal people. Yeah, she'll even pile in first and get ass slapped, and there will be an adorable yelp, but she will scooch in to make room for him, figuring that the other 2 have the sense to follow.
Yeah, he's going to kind of jerk his head for the pixie to. On a side note, he's going to say, "Have you ever shot a gun before?"
Uh, sorry, what happened? My internet cut out for a
Oh.
sec.
I said he asked the pixie, "Has she ever shot a gun before?"
Nope. Definitely stabbed a lot of
Excellent.
people with other stuff. Guns, not so much.
He'll pat the Gatling gun on the chimerical Gatling gun mounted on the sidecar, just in case. Just in case.
Yeah, totally, boss. Whatever you say, sire.
And we're gonna follow the taxi, Kim.
So you guys begin to follow the taxi. The taxi driver is, he'll just kind of, look in the rearview mirror and she'll ask, "Are they?"
Oh yeah, we're going to the same place.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Are we having an orgy? She whispers into
Oh
her ear.
my god.
I told you it was a party. Just looks at him like, "Doy."
You're one of them swinger girls, aren't you? Oh, I get it.
Oh my god, Jordan.
He's loud and brash, man. I gotta play this guy. It's horrible, but I gotta play him.
It's not inaccurate to some of her lifestyle choices. So she just fun's fun.
That Tormund stare that Catherine got, he gets that. It's the weirdest thing probably for Bambi.
She will, in fact, to make sure he stays distracted, and maybe so she can see a little bit better out of either window, will actually end up like plopped on his lap in the taxi. Because it gives her a better all-around view, honestly. Because he's gonna think there's some weird shit going on if she's like peering past him.
Yep.
And yeah, she will give directions to what is actually one of the regular places she goes to party. Because she's not sure what else to do, but it gets him out of the place with the bad man.
For those of you who, well, actually, everyone, go ahead, roll perk alert.
Oh boy.
Perk alert.
Perk.
Just one again, god damn it.
2.
Okay.
Two successes.
Okay. So 3, 2, 2.
I got one.
Okay, 1. For those of you with 1 success, nah, it seems mildly okay for right now. With 2 successes, there's a couple other motorcycles on the streets. Of course, you can't see much of the person because they have the helmets on and whatnot. Anybody get 3 successes?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. With 3 successes, you kind of notice that 2 of those other motorcycles, they seem to be tailing you guys. Or it's either that or it's just really, really, really coincidental that they're taking the exact same turns as you guys are.
Good shiny sire. A word.
He'll look down from where he's driving.
I think we might be bringing some party crashers to wherever the hell the horned one is taking us.
He's gonna turn around and look them up and down. Hmm. I see. Interesting. Hmm. That's helpful, Katie. Thank you.
Those two. Unless they're coming closer in order to admire your lovely workmanship bike.
Right sees this at the corner
I
of the
choose to
window.
point out that you suck up just the sufficient quantity. I'm keeping you.
Sweet.
He's contemplating. Kim, how crowded are the roads?
It's about midday in Dublin.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
Yes.
Mm.
You can't just start shooting people.
I mean, it's Chimerica.
However, I can if the bullets will do no damage unless they're chimerical. Hey, Lottie.
Bells.
Bells. He's going to kick a small little lever on the sidecar. And for the record, real sidecars in the real world have this. And basically, you're just going to be rotated around 180 degrees.
Oh, Jesus.
I've been in a sidecar that has that feature. It's fucking bitchin'.
Yo, what are your orders, dude? Let me know.
Kim, I am right in my assessment, am I? That unless if they're not chimerical, the bullets will just pass right through them, right?
Because depending on, some things do have a chimerical representation. Like, there are some cars with chimerical representations, buildings have chimerical representations. You're gonna just start shooting them up and it's gonna get weird.
Okay. Question: Does Pepper does have a phone on her, doesn't she?
She does.
He's gonna reach in because he can't text and drive his motorcycle, so he's gonna reach in, pull out his phone. He's gonna say, "Text Pepper and let her know that we think they have company." Because he can't, so he'll respond to the Pisky because he can't text and drive.
You have been passed a phone and told to text.
Maya?
So, Bells is gonna be texting. Hey, like 11 E's. So you guys have company. We're gonna try to deal with it.
She will
Holy
text
shit! Oh,
back.
the firework.
Huh?
Sorry.
Oh,
in
she
real life,
will
it
just
is
text
what I
back.
love
Is there a safer place we can go between flirting with poor rides?
Oh no,
And-
I've got 2 successes. I spotted these people following us. So Rise is flirting, but you casually put his hands into his jacket because he still wore the blast knuckles when he was younger, and he just puts it in, thinking, "I'm about to get jumped by this woman and her boyfriend."
Kim, where would the nearest changeling safe house be? The nearest safe place I could take him?
Given where you are right now,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like any of the barons or freeholds anywhere, like
Yeah, it's
Mass
probably
or-
closest right now would be Baron Octavius's place.
Oh, good. He's going to say Lottie, or not Lottie. What's her character's name again? Maya. We'll get it eventually.
Bells, but he
Bells.
probably doesn't know her name, so Pisky.
He's going to say Pisky. Tell them to change the taxi's direction too, and he'll give an address.
All right. That in with lots of weird emojis and smileys.
Oh, and also tell the taxi driver I'll pay them €1,000 if they forget the speed limit.
if taxi driver wants a killer tip, 1K euro. Tell him to forget the fucking speed limit.
Oh Jesus. So she'll look up, like her eyes kind of widen, her eyebrows kind of pop up. Not in like alarm, just kind of like, oh. And she grins after a second. Better party. And leans over and will give the taxi driver the new address, and then kind of glancing back out the windows, finally like seeming to understand that there is more than one bike following them, will kind of peer. I don't know that she'll catch anything, but all the same leans over and says, there's 1,000 euros in it for you if you forget the speed limit and just get us there. If nothing else, Tristan can see the nervous behavior before she says the last bit.
He waits very casually, again, hand in his pocket, clasping firmly over Daisy,
Yep.
brass knuckle.
For what it's worth, she will, after saying this, plop right back in his lap, as if not menaced in the least.
Oh, okay. This looks pretty fucking shifty for a normal human. So he'll lean in as she's flirting and leaning in. He'll whisper, "Listen, Hen, you're pretty and all that, but if you're planning to jump me, I will throw you out of this car."
How'd I do that?
I mean, it's pretty fucking suspicious with, Twinkle Toes and the weird motorbike and then the two boys back there.
Well, Twinkle Toes is my friend, but the other ones, I don't know them. Why do you think I told him to forget the speed limit? Someone's being a fucking creep.
Right. Stares at her. Just,
You can kick the shit out of me when we get there if you want.
I don't hit one.
Throwing me out of a car is better?
I mean, self-defense.
Oh, you can self-defense me, however, when we get there, but I'm not. She kind of picks up a hand. I'm not gonna do anything, Pinky.
Nods slowly. Are you into one of those weird, like, roleplay things then? Is this like some weird, like, get off thing that you like?
There's a thoughtful pause for a second there. Because again, she has had a lively youth.
Like, is this some, like, one of them weird fantasy things? Because I've heard the American people do that.
That is definitely a thing that one can do for the right amount of money. I'm not gonna lie.
So that's why you paid him all the money? Oh, I know what this is. All right, I'm on board. Just leans back. Carry on. No, you're fine.
Oh, he gets the brightest, like, happiest smile.
So I'm Indiana Jones. I got this.
Yeah, that happened. So they have a new address. The taxi driver has been incentivized. I don't know how much this is a risk to his job or how much incentive it is, but that's a pretty penny.
Yeah.
If you've ever met a taxi driver in Dublin, legitimately, they'll give up their only youth for 500 quid.
Oh, Jesus.
So she'll look at the address and she'll, see the amount, and she'll just kind of think to herself like, I suppose, yeah. And so this little taxi, you swear to God, it had like, oh shit, what is it? Like a V8 engine or something like
shit.
that? Yeah.
Nice.
This little bitty engine. Just
A little engine that could.
yeah, as it just fucking takes off towards the new address.
There will actually be kind of like an excited yelp because, let's face it, this is all dangerous as shit, but this is kind of exciting. And she's still a childling, goddammit. This is
I was going to
thrilling.
say, there's a wilder.
Yep. That's why he went along with me. He's like, all right, I get this. You're in some freaky shit. Okay, sign me up. Let's do this.
Bella Wilder, or she what? I'm wondering what the Pisky is.
The Pisky, I'm pretty sure the Pisky's a Wilder, but I can't remember right now. Oh yeah, that's a they're a Wilder.
I'm just gonna sit my grump ass over here, being all like,
Sounds
Her
like a you
concept is
problem.
But yeah, Kim, the chase is on. I will happily make driving rolls if I must.
Yeah. You guys are driving through. The taxi driver seems to know their shit. Yeah. Well, it depends. You only if you're just gonna go speed. Well, there are lots of cars on the road. I should probably roll for the taxi drivers too. We'll see. So yeah, go ahead, roll Dex drive.
Does Wheelman apply?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Oh shit!
that's a lot.
I don't know why I can't see your rolls at all.
Oh shit, Kim.
That's because I'm really good at the ST chat. But okay, so the taxi driver, it's midday Dublin, and they're trying to speed, and they're like, this should be, relatively, yeah. Turns out this was only about like their third day on a job, right?
Oh
Oh
god.
no.
They start,
no.
speeding up. They probably came in from like a smaller little town. They're not used to the Dublin traffic. It didn't work out, and so they try to merge in, and they don't make it because I botched that roll.
Then why don't you like us? All we want to do is live.
I think
Why
it's
don't
more
you
the
like
dice.
Yeah, no, like,
I know.
At this point, it's not even me; it's the dice. I tried.
Fuck you in particular.
Yeah, like no, I gave them average dex and drive too, so they both had like 2 dots in each. But they just it didn't work out, and so they try to merge into the next lane so they can just hurry up and then merge back into the other lane so they can get in front of the slow ass driver in front of them, and it didn't work. They were more focused on merging than watching the slow poke in front of them. And then, like, the guy in the other lane, he was just speeding up because they didn't want him to merge over and get in front of them. They were just speeding up, and they ram into the back of the slow little car. This was probably a grandma who was just going
Kim,
like,
not grandma.
yeah, no, you. Grandma ran over by the Satyrs taxi driver.
Oh,
I'm sorry. She didn't actually get run over. But yeah, no, there's a big it's a bad crash. It's pretty fucking wicked for a crash because they were going pretty fast and the little grandma was not. She just
God damn it, Grandma.
You had one. Kim,
Damn it.
can I ask you a question?
If they're gonna have to roll soak for that car crash, then
No,
yeah.
it's can I hopscotch the car before they hit it?
Ooh. What does that do?
You want to throw the car?
I'm sure it'll work.
I
It
mean-
might be less damage than the crash.
Yeah, no. Like, no, it's gonna work. Talk about a fucking sheep breach, though. Yeah, no, go ahead with your little feely ass.
I was gonna take. Well, no. Okay, the sheet can be breached. if it is the right of rescue, which is what I'm actually upholding the right of rescue, because you could legitimately die in the car crash.
You know what? He does have some points.
Yeah, no, yeah, go ahead.
It may be bullshit by the grit of his teeth, but there is a point.
Yeah, no, it's definitely bullshit by the grit of his teeth.
Have you met Tintagel? He's a great bullshit artist.
I have never. Bells is learning so many things about the she that her not her mom.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. How many dots of prop is a car?
It's like 4 or 5. It's ridiculous. Let me go double check. Do. Y'all gonna get
And his bunk is literally going to be, hey diddly on, hi diddly oh, oh sweet fucking Jesus, oh no, up you go.
Yeah, it's 4 dots of prop.
I'll spend 2 glamour for the extra 2 realms that I don't have. And I'm going to spend a little willpower because I don't want them to die. And whatever value you give the bunk.
That'll be a -1.
2 successes, Kim.
So, y'all were driving, and to ride the lightning, this is going to be the absolute freakiest shit ever. And I stress the freakiest shit ever. But you were going along, you were driving, you're kind of looking ahead, and you're like, oh shit, we about to hit that cardo. We about to hit that cardo. And then all of a sudden, the car is thrown 2 stories into the air.
Yep.
Oh God, is it straight up?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Oh God.
Holy Mary, mother of bacon! Look at that fucking.
Of course, because you are affected by the mists. You're gonna try to explain this to yourself, and the best way you're gonna try to explain this to yourself is, you've heard of those things like where steam will come up through the sewer pipes, and how when it does that, the manhole cover will be shot up straight in the air. That's totally what happened here, except it was a powerful enough blast that it shot the car straight up. You can probably guess that there's the manhole cover underneath that's just kind of helping propel you guys up, but that's what this is.
See, Pepper. You see, that is the danger of underwater works and steam trains. See what that is? That is a classic case of neglect.
She is clinging to him so hard. She is terrifying.
See, that's a classic case. Like, we should report that. That's not on.
Oh God.
Bells is just straight looking at Tintagel like dead in the face.
He will shrug and he'll say, do you have something you want to say?
What happens when we land? This might actually be worse than the crash.
No, it's written very well into it, but you will never be hurt with hopscotch.
Oh, thank fuck.
It will
You
slow
just
your descent.
briefly float down because that's what cars do.
Yeah, no, like it's very nice.
Oh,
Like Mary motherfucking Poppins, you will descend from the sky.
Yep. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
I'm assuming it descends. So this weird logic is what internal.
Look, it's all part of this roleplay experience, okay? They paid good money for this.
I'm trying
Very
to reason.
expensive.
I'm trying to reason out how.
Wait, hang on, Katie. If you choose to give either myself or Kim money, by all means.
I'm
Bitch is broke.
I'm trying to understand human logic to like make sense of a car suddenly floating back down Mary Poppins style. So I'm trying to figure out how I could reason.
Mary
this
motherfucking Poppins style, alright? You forgot the motherfucking in the middle, alright? You need that.
I'm trying to like logic this out in the human brain, and it's difficult.
No. Just think of it like this. Obviously, rides probably just banged his head, and his peripheral vision and the way everything is centered is just off a little. They probably
know-
jolted onto the floor. He doesn't remember that though. It's the weirdness of
You
the
know how
human
like
brain.
when certain things happen, time seems to slow down. That's obviously what this is.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
turn-
obviously.
He'll turn very calmly. It's like he's rubbing the back of his head. You know, Pepper, as much as I'm into the erotic sex and all that, this headbanging is doing my brain. Because I swear to God, that was. I don't know. Can we go home?
Maybe you
won't-
should just take things
I
slow.
promise to make it worth it.
Because like, I'm a bit worried now. Because like, what happens if like the steam is gonna come onto our car? I don't know. This has been the day.
Look, I know this is a little freaky, but once this is all over, I will do anything you're into. Leans in. Anything.
Just nods. All right. No, I mean, okay. Just kind of just nods to himself, like, you know what? This day's weird enough it is. At least I'm getting laid at the end of it. Type stare. It's not happy. It's not. It's just, yeah, I suppose.
Oh my god.
The passive acceptance of getting laid in the face
just
of
like-
possible brain damage.
It's just like, fuck it. All right, this girl may be weird, but you know what? We'll
He's
bang
been
it.
punched
Then.
harder.
Yeah.
Casual sighs because actually, yeah, no, this is to be fair, this is not the first time we've been in a car chase where we've had to levitate cars. That happened before.
As you
Buzz
watch,
Buzz will
watch
just
it
kind of
now.
look at him.
Hmm?
Buzz will just look at him.
Do you have something
Wait.
much to say?
Don't I know what kind of... I know what sire you are. You're that count. Tin something. Tintagel.
Tintagel.
Yeah. You do this a lot, don't you?
Not a lot.
Has this happened more than once?
No, I've never personally done it before. It's happened while I was unconscious in the backseat of the car, though.
Car chases in the middle of godforsaken, traffic-ridden Dublin.
Yes.
You live an exciting life, sire.
Please tell me we like survived the fucking drop point.
no, in our fucking look, the car will flip over.
No, please just. You guys make it down. Traffic, of course, is just stopped because they're like, what? So traffic has pretty much come to a complete like standstill as the car gracefully falls back onto the ground. You see other people coming at their cars, and you just hear a whole splattering of, "What the fuck was that?"
Oh dear.
Suspension, don't you? Just staring out the window.
Oh my
Steam.
god.
Steam? No, I'm telling you, Pepper. Steam is a dangerous thing.
He sits there.
Apparently so.
Have you ever burned your hand on the kettle? It's exactly like that.
Tim, he sits there, and all that passes through his mind is the amount of paperwork on the Duke's desk going up.
Oh yeah, no, you know the dude
Please
is gonna
tell me
write a
this
fucking
taxi
letter.
driver.
I mean, in my defense, I was legitimately exercising the right of rescue.
Please tell me that some shit is pulled and we get in motion again.
Nah, dude, the taxi driver, her little heart couldn't just handle all that shit. She's had a fucking day. It's like her third day on the job. People are mean and they're like creepy, and she's been accosted a couple times. So she just, after all that, she's passed out. Like, there's the little,
Like, for the love of.
is on the horn as she passed out. So all that's coming from the car is.
No, she pulls her back up off the horn. That at least she can fix pretty quick. Like, oh god damn it!
Right, just looks at her. I'm supposing you want me to drive if this is part of your fantasy thing. You know, he's climbing into the front seat.
Rescue. Eyebrow waggle.
No, it's fine. Indiana Jones is on the case. It's fine. Don't worry.
With the fucking taxi driver.
I'm really tempted to roll her ass out.
I am
Obviously, he
grateful
rolls
for
her ass
exactly
out.
two things. First thing I'm grateful for is the fact that Terrence is entirely unregistered, because fuck knows I built him. And second point is I haven't taken off my helmet.
The best part of this is he thinks this guy is some elaborate actor, so he literally kicks the taxi driver out of the front seat onto the seat.
Just rolls her out onto the fucking road. Like, well, there you go,
New plan.
Oh,
Let the gas happen.
Leans down like, that was a really good acting role. Closes the door.
No, because even with your human brain, when you kind of roll them out, their head hits the concrete with a sickening.
Whoa, now. Who said we were doing it that violently? Christ.
She said he was kicking him out, and she's passed out, and the human body, like, when just
Oh my
completely
God.
like that. Yeah.
Oh,
I assume he is not, like, if he assumes this is an actor, he is not just dumping them on their fucking dome cap in the pavement.
I mean,
I'm
but
pretty sure that's exactly what he said.
I mean, that's exactly what I said. So yeah.
God damn
Yeah. All right.
They crack their head off the pavement. He kind of looks up at Pepper. That's not. An
it. That's what?
That's not an actor. I thought that was an actor. I thought he was playing a role. I was going on method acting. Like,
Just go. Oh God, just go.
oh shit.
there's
fuck.
a split.
It's in the GPS. Just go.
There's
bleeding.
blood.
Oh my god.
He's bleeding.
There's like 50 people here looking.
He's bleeding.
They're gonna pull out cameras. You wanna be wanted? Come on.
It turns.
Cameras are coming out.
He quickly starts to crack.
Listen. Listen. No,
She is earnestly panicking. Like, oh my God, go! People are gonna get their cameras. I don't need you on fucking Ireland's Most Wanted. I don't know what the fuck. Like,
He
get the
starts
fuck out.
driving, starts rapidly driving, like beeping the horn.
I feel like this is. I feel like this is a plot for one of those like spy romantic movies where you're just like, oh my god, you weren't joking about being a spy? What? No, I just kill people for fun. Except I'm pretty sure he.
They're like, oh god, I have to explain this later. Oh,
Yeah, no.
Is that person dead?
I really hope not.
Y'all want to roll some perception medicine?
No, I don't. I don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss.
Right.
What's it? Bells is just gonna poke Tintagel. Is that person, not among us anymore?
Tintagel's gonna stop the motorcycle.
Did they just steal that dead person's car?
Yeah.
Totally did.
On the
Look,
side
the
note,
gas are scarier.
he's gonna.
And there's probably still around.
Kim, he's going to open, because he's not good with medicine, so he doesn't know how to check a pulse. However, there is another way you can do it that's really simple. He takes out a mirror, basically a hand mirror from his box of crafting crap, and he's just going to hold it against their nose. He's going to straighten them up and sit them against the barricade that separates the two sides of the road. And he's going to just make sure that they're breathing via, seeing if they fog the mirror via breathing on it.
It is incredibly faint, but there's a little bit of steam on there.
Okay, because that wasn't cool. Like, Tintagel's Sealy self is having a moment.
They ain't looking too well.
Fuck. He kind of looks at Lottie and goes, can you heal him? Or not Lottie, at Belle. Can you heal him?
I thought it was a girl. Shit.
Can you heal her?
I make jokes. Shit. Let me try. Let me see if I have anything in my bag. Looks through the bag. I have some wrap I can put around their head.
Oh, for fuck's
Try to
sake.
keep their bones together.
He will pick them up.
Listen, their bone gaps look like they're going everywhere.
He'll pick them up and he'll put them in the sidecar with her and he'll say, just keep them calm, do what you can. I'm going to get us there as motherfucking quickly as I can because I know that Pepper can do something and she fucking well will.
I sure hope Pepper isn't the one that kicked him out of the car. Sana conito de rana, sana hoy, sana mañana.
At which point he's going to put pedal to the metal.
Y'all hear the whirring of ambulances in the back. They're not heading towards you guys. No, well, they actually are because they're heading towards the scene. And now that you think about it, maybe that's not just ambulances. Because
oh fuck! He'll look down at Terrence. I'm going to have to give you a new paint job after this.
what do you mean? What are you about to do?
Nothing.
Oh, you better not.
You know, Fast and the Furious Tokyo rides.
Yeah, no, Kim, I'm going to
Oh,
break
Jesus.
every traffic law in existence.
I'm about to do the same.
It's a good thing it's
You're
a stolen
fucking-
taxi.
Tokyo Drift.
Bells is gonna hunker down deeper into the sidecar, along with the body of the poor taxi driver.
No. Oh, shit.
Fast and Furious Tokyo rides.
God, this is like it's like that movie where somebody's ODing in the bathroom. They're like, oh shit, what do we do? Oh shit!
Oh
I have a war to fight and a plague to cure, but no, I had to deal with shenanigans because someone wanted to fight a horse.
Look, that horse challenged me, okay? It was a fair...
Right, okay, if you get challenged by a very, very, very angry bubble wrap, does that mean you're going to fight to the death?
This is the weirdest derailing of a scene I've ever been a part of. It's beautiful. I've gone being from being kicked to death.
I'm actually having a sea moment of, oh shit, I'm too important to go to prison.
Whereas Bells is just staring at him, just like, this is what it looks like when a sheep finally snaps.
He has to actually look like he's changed at all. It's evident he's having a minor freak out.
Alright, I'm gonna spend a willpower not to fucking flip the fucking card on my luck today.
Thank
And it's a
God,
good thing I
once-
did. I failed. I nearly bought. If I hadn't spent the willpower, I would have botched. But I failed.
Don't negate willpower.
Yeah, you'll
Oh.
get a full one.
Okay.
So you
God.
have one success.
It is barely Fast and the Furious Tokyo rides. He's like skidding. He's like,
You don't know how, or you don't know why, but the radio, which was previously off, is turned on now, and Tokyo Drift is blaring.
No. We've discussed this. Whenever we have a car chase, it has to be deja vu.
You know what? Deja Vu is playing through Terrence.
That's fine.
And then when Tokyo Drift is done in the taxi, then it will blaze, oh shit, the other one, and vice versa.
Gasolina?
Yeah,
I was
Deja
gonna say
Vu.
Gasolina.
And it will just switch between various, like, fucking car chase and race songs.
hold on, Pepper. We're going for a ride.
Oh god,
Fuck, that's a curve.
she is buckled in now.
Stares
Yeah.
directly at Tintagel. Who the fuck are these people again?
People look down.
Why are we going after
I have
them?
no idea. However, Belle, I want you to know, if we get through this alive, I'm knighting you.
There's a big if about being alive.
Exactly. I'm promising myself this because I think I'm going to die.
You know
And I at
what?
least want someone to think well of me in the event of my death.
Listen, if this person dies in my arms, I will not think well of you. Can we just get to whoever can heal this person?
Yes, fine. I'm going to make a driving roll.
Yep. Because the cops are doing pretty, the cops are doing pretty good.
What's the...
I need them to fuck off.
It's standard.
Okay, cool. So with Wheelman, it drops to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay. So you kind of outspeed the taxi with its one success. You also outspeed the cops with their 3 and 2 successes, but the cops are right on the tail of the fucking stolen taxi.
Oh god, if I have to hopscotch the cops, I'm going to be sad, bad.
All right, Bambi. All right, Bambi. How much do you trust me? Go.
I don't trust anything right now, Torna. I'm gonna cry. These guys.
Okay. Okay.
Just made a character
Please,
for
man.
them.
Do you even have any willpower left?
I have 2 willpower left after this scene. I have
Tortoise
5.
characters have power?
Okay, he's not going to spend willpower, but so the cops are right on me. We're about to take evasive
Yes.
maneuvers.
There's 2 squad cars right behind you.
We're about to take evasive maneuvers. Here
Oh
we go.
god, I'm so scared.
You just hear them go over the intercom. They go, taxi 112 Pull over now.
Oh my god. Alright, evasive maneuvers are about to begin.
Oh god.
I'm about to cut down the side of an alleyway, and here we go.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
about
God.
to drift this bitch.
I'm so scared.
Alright,
Oh god,
alright,
Dorna,
Discord.
please.
Alright, Discord, you fucked me enough already. Give me a good roll.
That's you know what, it's not a fail, I'm so happy.
So, oh my god, this is just
Hey,
insane.
success is success. Fuck it.
Did you get a success?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna die. I'll be right back.
Listen, as long as it's not a botch, because I don't think you guys can survive a botch.
Nope, we're
It's
good.
not gonna be pleasant. Let's see if the cops can make it.
They probably can.
Yeah, no, these cops are doing pretty damn well. Yeah, no. So the cops just and they are right behind you, still in this
Jesus,
alleyway.
They're so much better than the ones here. What the hell? Go to the
Alright.
cops. They're on your team.
Like I
Alright,
said, like they weren't fucking around anymore after the last time. Look, the changelings not only threw a race around Dublin and through Dublin, but they also had a whole nother car chase. So the cops just know by this point.
Oh god, okay. Going down the alleyway, going left. Oh. No, that's no, there's no, I'm not going down the subway. No, that's bad.
Oh my
No.
god, no. Not an 80s movie. Do not do it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Listen, World of Darkness might take place in the 80s, but we don't. Don't do it. It will not end well for anyone.
He's gonna look at Pepper. It's like, do you have any bright ideas? Because I'm running out. I don't want to go to prison.
I can't go back.
Pretty much. That's fair.
I went to get a drink. How bad is it?
They're going down an alleyway and the cops are like right on their ass. It's not going very well.
Looks at Pepper. Yeah, got any bright ideas?
It looks like this.
I'm back. Are we still alive?
Ish.
Yeah, we're still alive. The cops are.
You're fine. You're perfectly fine.
Why do I feel like that's a lie?
We're
You're
going down the
perfectly
alleyway and they're right on our ass.
I'm gonna look up some effects.
Actually, wait. This is it. This is it.
Oh god damn it.
That's fucking perfect.
Where are my arts? What am I doing with my life? You know what? Oh boy.
Oh no.
Are the cops still on our ass?
Mhm.
Very much so. These are good cops. They have
You
proper
have-
training.
Okay, I'm gonna offer you a suggestion, Katie.
Please.
You have Spring 3. There's an art Spring 2 by the name of Verdant Reclamation. What you can do. Shh. What you can do is you can use that plus prop plus some scene and a little bit of time. Well, it lasts for a scene anyway, so you'll be good. So you can use prop and scene to get both of the cop cars, and you can cause plants to spontaneously grow in the engine. So they would stop
Okay.
following you.
So here's a question, because I have Spring 3, but I don't have like any of that other shit except time. Could I use Chronos 2, pay out the fucking glamour to prop on our taxi, and give them essentially -3 dice to continue chasing us? Because they're perceiving the taxi and trying to chase it?
Effect and cause.
Like, thankfully, the other guys that are supposed to be going where we're going know where to go and don't need to follow the car. But everyone else who's chasing us would get -3 dice trying to interact with us by chasing, in theory.
Yeah, that's... yeah, that would work.
I'm just trying to figure out which one will be the more efficient, because I could do verdant reclamation and I'd have a larger pool. Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
The important question is, does your character know enough about the... Okay. Does your character know enough about the Ashish, the changeling laws that govern us, to know that the more subtle you can do something, the better?
I mean, it seems like common sense. And I figure people getting wigged out is technically harder to prove than plants spontaneously growing out of their vehicles.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, them suddenly getting hit by a wave of what the fuck is happening. Like, they can't explain it, but they also, like, can't explain it to anyone else. And there's nothing to prove that's supernatural. They're just going to get written off as a dizzy spell or something. Oh, boy. I don't have enough of anything for all this shit. Okay. So that would be 2... Oh, God, that would be almost no pool.
It's more than nothing.
Well, I've got time to throw on it, which would give me 3 more dice.
You don't get dice for time.
You don't get to use your dice for your realm, for your secondary realms?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
It's
well,
only
shit.
primary.
It increases the difficulty by +1.
Ugh. Well, I might have to go with the spring one then. And just shell out that dross I was holding on to. But yeah, and what... Let me look at this chart, because I haven't even looked at what all you can use besides bunks to lower difficulty.
You could also replace the last 3 dice of the roll with nightmare dice.
That sounds like a terrible idea. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds bad.
Nightmare dice is a funny little contraption that Austin is very well acquainted with. When you roll nightmare dice and it comes up a 10, you get another nightmare dice. So if you roll the 3 nightmare dice and one of them comes up as a 10, you will have 1 to 3 dots of nightmare. Nightmare sits on you until you hit 10, in which case it becomes, a nightmare point, which also makes one of your willpower points a nightmare willpower, your first willpower. You have like 1 to, I think, like 4 or something, 5, let's call it that. So when you use that last willpower dot, you will have a nightmare threshold or something. I think it's like Bedlam, not Bedlam. And it's not good.
It only brings it down 1, so fuck it. I'm just going to look through these blessings real fast. I will use that one. And yeah, she actually has, in theory, a handful of seeds in her little dross baggie too. So she is going to roll down the window as these things are behind her. And yeah, it's harder to explain, but fuck it. Toss back a fistful of seeds out of the window towards these approaching vehicles. Actually, no, wait. Yes, that is the one I'm using. God damn it. I need a different blessing.
She using scene 2 or just
What will it take to make it hit these two cars? With
just
that
scene
spring
1.
effect? Okay, so God, I need to like run a tally sheet here because I'm not used to this yet. So 1 per scene. What else did I need to access? I have time already.
Well, you wouldn't really need
Or-
time because this lasts for a scene
Okay.
anyway.
Oh boy. So it's just spring and
Spring, prop, and scene 1 if you want to hit both.
yep.
But you, of course, only get the extra. You only get the dice from spring and from spring and prop.
I don't have prop. I'd have to blow
then you only
glamour
get
for
the dice
both of
from-
them.
Yeah, you'll have
Yeah,
to
then
4.
Ooh. Okay, how big a bunk can I pull off?
Theoretically, you can get up to -5.
No, I just need to think of something good enough to pull it off.
is the affinity sphere for Satyr's nature?
I don't know what that means.
It's a fae.
It's Fae, really?
It's fae, yeah. And what your affinity realm is pretty much anytime you use your affinity realm, you get a -1 difficulty.
Oh.
So whenever you use fae, you'll have a -1 difficulty.
Yeah.
Is this a Fae thing?
Mm-mm. This is
Damn
prop. 'Cause you're affected.
Okay. I got what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I've got that. I'm gonna have to spend 2 glamour for the 2 things I don't have. And I don't think she'd have anything else interesting on her that she could use. So, yeah, she is gonna pull out these seeds. Fuck it. She will pull them out in her palm, spit into her palm to water them, and then say, "As winter's reign comes to an end and spring brings forth warm light, the spirits of these seeds I do call forth on a star's sacred night. From your rest so dark and long, awaken now with birth. You shall in time grow green and strong in the soil of Mother Earth. So mote it be," and then pitch them back through the window.
Okay, that'll be a -3.
Oh boy. So
Willpower can be spent, and it is your friend.
oh, I will. Don't you worry, buddy. Oh God. So this is 3 dice. And that's -3, so it's diff 5.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way can you spend glamour to in any way lower the diff or do anything else to boost it? Okay.
You used to be able to, but not anymore.
Man.
Yeah, they changed some stuff around.
Oh, dice roller, please. Dice roller. Pretty please. Pretty please. That is 3 successes with the willpower. Oh.
Yeah, no, you made it, and you made it really well.
Oh, thank God.
So their cars, they were driving behind you, and they were keeping up pretty well, and then all of a sudden, you can see the hood kind of pop up just a little bit as vines wrap
As soon as she
around
hears
it.
them gutter, she's gonna say gun it because she really doesn't want him to see that effect. It already looks really weird. She's really hoping the music's loud enough he's not hearing her shit.
But you see logic here.
Logic. I mean, engines blow all the time. It's fine. I mean,
Bless the mist right now.
I mean, obviously, clearly they had some mechanical default that was causing some green virtuous thing to come up from the engine. That's not proper maintenance there, Pepper. They need to keep an eye on that. They need to do serviceable on vehicles. I mean, come on. It's clearly obvious. Like, gee, that's his logic. That's his logic.
I've never loved you more than I do.
There you go. That's his logic. I spent time considering how this would make sense. There you go.
Oh, man. She just says got it and clings for life to the oh shit handle. Oh my god.
Yep.
And we're driving. Fucking
driving.
A.
Yep. Turns and looks over at her. Are we still getting laid?
Absolutely.
Nods to himself like, this has been a day.
At least there's a man who has his priorities straight.
Thank God he's a wilder.
I
Thank
mean,
fucking
like-
God.
He has I don't think he has any memory of his ward with the mists and stuff and what's happened. So he's just like, all right, there's a woman. This is crazy, but you know what? Fuck it.
It's not like he was against getting laid even when he remembered.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Do you really blame him?
No. Look on the bright side. At least she got that booty like pal.
I just would love to see Tintagel's face as the fucking vines come up the car and he just stares like, these are my servants. These are my employees.
Again, another look at Tintagel. Who are these people again? Like,
One's the squire to one of my knights, the other's my librarian.
yeah,
I just want to make
maybe
it to
some
the Santa house.
maybe some retraining, I guess. I mean, you do you, sir. Yeah.
He's going
Totally
to tussle
not.
the hair of the Bitsy. Just tussle. He's kind of in shock at the moment. Just like, oh god, why?
Panicked.
I gathered that was the case, yes.
I didn't make a car leap 2 stories. At least this isn't an alley. Go away. Oh, okay.
I think all of y'all have problems.
We're driving. I just want to make it to this fucking safe house. Oh,
Yeah, Kim, we's gonna all pile up in Baron Octavius's door, being all like, "Save us, brother!"
So yeah, no.
I'll even ditch the taxi down the street. I don't give a shit.
Okay. You guys were going through, just vroom, vroom, vroom. You guys can see his barony in the distance. Tintagel's probably like, oh, thank God. Meanwhile, everyone else really doesn't know who the fuck that is.
I don't, but I have the taxi driver's GPS, and I'm going there.
And you guys do, y'all pull up. There's not really any guards outside, not here anyway, and it's kind of like a walled-in scrapyard, pretty much. It's not a scrapyard. It's more like it's not a car dealership everywhere. An auto shop. There we go. Because they do like body paints and stuff for cars. So of course it's got like that fenced-in area and a nice little courtyard where everyone's working on all their stuff. So you guys walk in there. Of course, while it is, most of these people are working on cars, there are some people who are building things. Like someone for some reason is trying to build a toaster, washer, and dryer and throw them all together. So you can wash your clothes, dry your clothes, and make toast.
Question, is it a knocker?
Yes, of course it's a fucking knocker.
God bless that knocker.
God bless. And of course, you know, in the distance, only you guys can see it. Rides can't see this right now because he doesn't have access to his face self. But there's an Alliance flagship just chilling right behind this dude's freehold. And for those of you who don't know what an Alliance flagship is, think of like a really fancy kind of flat boat, and you slap on 4 gigantic propellers. And it's
I'm
all
not even
painted
mad.
like blue and gold and shit.
I'm not even mad.
By the way, Kim, Tintagel will greet all the knockers with a perfunctory, I fucked your mother.
The knockers will look over at him. Like, they all stop. Because they were doing their thing. And they'll just be like, "Boy! Oh, cunt! What are you doing? Get the fuck out of here."
He will very casually, while walking, give them the finger.
One of them's gonna throw a wrench at him, but it's very clear, like, they weren't trying to hit him. But it just flies right past, like, his nose. There's a little ching as it, like, you know, hits just the tip of his nose. Not enough to do much damage, but enough to be like, whoa.
On the bright side, clearly, looking on the bright, clearly you have the same aim with a wrench that you have when you try and hit the inside of the toilet, motherfucker.
Like,
Yeah, well, you know what? At least I have great aim when I'm, like, fucking balls deep in your mom.
He will casually, as he walks, explain to the probably very confused satyr that this is how knockers interact with each other. They swear at each other, so he's trying to make them comfortable.
she like crooks a finger at him. Like, come down here a second. Come here.
He will lean down.
At this point, if you don't want him to panic, I need a room or a closet or fucking something. An unmanned vehicle, I don't even care.
Looks back at the taxi.
Excuse me. Bells will say, very obviously dragging the sort of dead
Oh,
person.
Christ!
Yes, could you
Yeah,
deal with that,
you.
please?
What happened?
She gonna run over and gonna lose another dross because fuck her life.
Listen, horn person, I don't know what to do. Frankly, you're leaving a set of carcasses everywhere you go. Just fix the person and maybe, like, you know, give them their car back.
Hey,
'Cause, like,
hey!
you stole it, didn't you?
I left the car over there. I don't want it. I didn't. It was an accident.
You
okay?
ran off in it. And I'm
Yes,
pretty
yes,
sure
we
they're
did.
gonna get, like, arrested. I kind of
Aren't
feel
those
bad for them,
fucking
don't
gas
you?
still behind us? Do you want me to heal the
I
guy? Or you
mean-
want to argue with me?
I mean, if they die, it's on your hands, technically. Leaves them on the floor. Technically, it's on you. Strolls away.
Let's
It's
see.
more responsibility than I wanted.
And yeah, it's the same sort of thing. She'll dig around to find the last few little apple pips in her little bag. God damn it. And much as she's done before, like, carefully lay this person down and repeat the process 4 cardinal points around them, walking a circle, ending at their head. And same bunk. May your troubles be less, your blessings be more. Nothing but happiness come through your door. And yeah, filling another willpower, because who needs willpower, right?
By the way, as they're walking towards Baron Octavius's freehold, he's just going to look down at the pixie. He's going to say, "You know that she's as green as grass, right?"
I know that somebody kicked somebody else out of the car, knowing that they weren't okay. I feel like that's a little problematic.
He'll nod.
Also, they're probably going to jail, you know, because their car led, like, a really huge car chase through, like, traffic. So,
He'll also nod.
consequences.
By the way, for the record, he's brought Terrence in with him because he may be bringing him to the Knocker Body Shop, so Terrence will not look the same anymore.
That may be considering everything.
Oh, Kim, I actually have a contact among the Knockers. What was his name? The Captain Knocker.
Yep, Alistair.
Yeah. Kim, can I go and find an Alistair?
Yeah, you can muddle through there and try to find Alistair.
Actually,
thing I
no,
spent
to
a
be fair,
willpower.
he's going to go and he's going to find Baron Octavius first, because like we're going to need to probably subdue the Cluricon.
Yeah. So, as always, the Baron is found in his forge. You guys knock on the door and he'll just kind of very loudly say, "One moment." And then there's the fluttering as you guys hear cloth moving over something. Don't grab a pipe on the Cluricon. He's gone through enough today.
Lottie, no. Maybe,
Lottie
no.
is not here.
Maya, I think of you as your character names.
Well, right now I am a tiny little Pisky.
So the door opens and you guys are presented with, well, it's a bare-chested she, like appearance 5.
Damn it, he's prettier than I am.
Yes, he is. His hair is kind of pulled up haphazardly into, well, it's not pulled up. He's got several braids. So when he looks down, the hair is kept out of his face. He's got on pants. He doesn't have on any shoes. And stained glass just surrounds this room. Like all of the windows are stained glass. There are a couple stained glass statues. And he'll just kind of look over and quirk an eyebrow.
Tintagel's going to give him a kind of a respectful nod of the head, and he's going to say, "My Lord Baron,
Count.
pleasure to see you again."
Yeah, you as well.
I was rather hoping that if you wouldn't mind, I have 1 or 2 items that I would like to be addressed by your fine craftsmen, as currently they are rather inconspicuous, and it would be wiser if they not be seen in public in the same manner.
He will kind of look back towards it. Basically, there's a sheet covering what you guys can assume to be like a giant statue, but of course it is covered. And then he'll look back to Tintagel and just shake his head, and he's like, "Not until I get what I was promised for that other deal."
You said I had a year and a day.
No, it was not a year and a day.
Was it not? I thought it was.
It was like a couple months.
Ah. He will sigh and he'll say, "Very well, very well. You will have what you require. I'm a man of my word."
And when I receive that, then my workers can fix whatever you need fixing.
He's so tempted to pimp slap this uppity baron. But no, I will restrain my violent impulses.
He's not even being mean or flashy about it. He's just like, he's got his hands in his pockets. He's just kind of slouching a bit. It's just like, I upheld my end of the deal. You certainly didn't. I'm not going to give you anything else.
Damn it, that's
Not
fair.
being
He'll say, "Very well then. By the way, Kim, how long is it until Rides the Lightning comes back to himself?"
It was 12 hours that he had. That whole car chase took maybe like an hour.
Jesus, it felt like forever.
So he's got about 11 hours left, give or take. But you guys don't know that because y'all don't know his banality score. So
That's fair. He will say, "However, I must invoke now the right of rescue."
eyebrow, is still up.
He will gesture down because he only brought the Pisky up with him to speak to the Baron. He left the others outside because they were probably being amused by, I don't know, dancing knockers or some shit.
They're not dancing.
No. Let's be fair. It's Ride the Lightning. He probably got into a swearing contest with the knockers.
Probably will look at him like going, I am at some weird swinger party thing, and I'm just going to sit here smoking my cigarette and hope to God I come out alive again. This has been a day.
One can hope.
These are probably the weirdest swingers you've ever met.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much his logic. I am in this weird. They've just picked me. Why? Because I'm big. That's why.
And you know what they say about big guys.
Apparently, she's into you.
Big shoes. Yeah, right. Big shoes.
You know what they say about big shoes.
Big feet.
That they are very expensive. Selective sizes above 12 can be very expensive.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
And that means he has money.
Exactly.
Which is what Bells would be interested in. Be like, oh, you have cash. Let me just help you with that.
On a side note, legit, he'll say, the Cluricon down there is Squire is it Tristane or Tristan?
Tristan.
Is Squire Tristan. He has unfortunately suffered chimerical death at the hands of a fierce opponent. In our attempts to keep his mortal body safe so the Fey Soul may yet return, we were set upon by ghasts. Interesting that they were operating in the city so openly and brazenly. However, they wished to make a meal of him. So I must ask that you keep him here until such time as he recombines with himself, lest he fall to our foes or to the rampants of venality.
He'll look at Tintagel, just kind of nod his head and say, yeah, I can watch him.
Thank you, Baron. I have no doubt that his satyr friend will choose to stay with him until such time as he comes back to himself.
I'll see what I can do.
He'll offer a slight bow, and he'll say, thank you. Of course, I will see to your request, or rather my oath to you as it pertains to the gemstones you required when my other duties allow me to. As of course you know, we are currently dealing with the plague and other threats.
There's plague. Where's the plague?
He nods.
Muttering to herself, why the fuck did I move to a plague-ridden place?
One can only know.
He's going to walk down to where the other two are standing, where Bambi and the Cluricon that's not Cluricon is currently standing, and he's going to say to Bambi, Baron Octavius has agreed to give you shelter until such time as Squire Tristane is himself again.
Is there... Where are we staying?
I beg your pardon?
Where?
Here.
She's like standing out in whatever, like, I guess, front entrance there is.
Yeah, basically it's just like a giant fenced-in courtyard. There are lots of cars and other machines that are being built, and a whole bunch of a whole bunch of dudes and chicks who are building stuff, and a lot of them just look grumpy. A couple of them are knockers, a couple of them are trolls. There's a redcap and a boggin, but most are knockers.
She is scoping this whatever central building he's got out. Does she have any reason to believe there's anything like bedrooms or anything in there?
Yeah. Like inside, you can. In the dreaming, it looks a lot bigger than it is in the autumn world. It's got a lot of stained glass windows depicting various scenes, various Irish myths and creatures. Like here's a picture of what you can assume to be like either a crying woman. Though for those of you who were in the banshee scene the other day, he's got a freaking stained glass artwork of a banshee.
Damn it.
For those of you who don't, it's just like this lady in a white dress, hands covering her face as she looks like she's weeping. And it looks like there would probably be a couple bedrooms squirreled away in there. The Baron will eventually walk out. He's got a shirt on now, and the grime and soot covering his face has been washed off as he just kind of walks out, hands still in his pockets. He'll do a sup nod. Like the chillest Baron I've got.
He gets a very polite nod. She resists the urge to curtsy just because this already sounds weird, and she's just really hoping that Tristan writes it all off as part of
Really weird swingers. Lot of money. Really weird swingers. Lot of money. I'm not going to question. Just nods to himself awkwardly, like, you just stay here, big guy, and just stand like a dope in the background, and they won't notice you're there.
Is there
nothing at all? Nothing at all.
anywhere
There's
we
a
can
self
tuck ourselves away so we're not a bother?
Two were talking at that moment.
Go ahead, Maya.
Oh no, Bells is just gonna go bother the giant Chloricon in the corner. Just like, huh,
He
so
is
you're
not in
the
the
one.
corner. He
Well,
is. She is right alongside him and pulling him around by the hand if she has to.
Oh, well, he said he was in the corner. My apologies.
I mean, that's where I'm staying unless someone drags me, so...
She is keeping hold of him by the hand since they got there. Unless he is resisting it.
I mean, he's just kind of standing awkwardly away from everybody. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know you people.
She's just going to very obviously look him up and down like she's appraising him. Shrug. Could be worse. And then just leave to make him unsettled.
Well, excuse me? He just kind of stares at her like, you too then. Turns back all offended.
God damn it.
That was Tristane's bitch please impersonation.
Yeah, it's basically just, please, I know I'm pretty. Type stare and just turn back.
No, I'm just looking to see if I recognize him. It's not my fault his more gray side is just a prissy little bitch.
Meanwhile, to the Baron, she will just kind of politely bob her head and ask, is there somewhere we can be tucked out of the way?
Yeah, I've got a couple rooms. You'll hear a lot of, hammering and whatnot all throughout the night. I'm still getting the soundproofing installed, though the crafting inside is a bit more quiet, as most of it's like jewel crafting and small tinkering like that and clockwork.
Oh, that's
automaton.
fine. I appreciate it a lot.
It's not a problem. And of course, if you need any food and whatnot, that is perfectly fine as well. We will be happy to give you anything that you need while you're here.
You're a very generous host. Thank you.
It's ironic, actually. Now, oh, Jesus. You know how certain things in Fate just kind of line up for no apparent reason?
Mm-hmm.
But
Considering this is the second card chase we've had in Changeling, do you know what I named this scene?
What?
no idea.
Oh God, not this again.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Considering the original purpose of the scene, I can't even fathom. That is fortuitous as fuck.
To be fair, I didn't know we were going to have a car chase. It just sort
To
of
be fair,
happened.
I didn't expect to get kicked to death by a horse when we went into the scene, so,
Well, what did you expect when you were taunting the unicorn?
I don't know. I just thought, you know what?
Do you not know the
Damn it,
unicorn
I tell you
myths?
what, I tell you what.
Damage was trickling until it wasn't.
Since other people are like, we want to do scenes in a little while, shall we cut this one here and then kind of do another one after a while?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figure given the leeway to do so and a direction for a room, poor Rides will finally get taken by the hand and taken up somewhere and out of the way.
Mhm.
Because she needs him to stay there willingly until his fucking brain comes back.
Yeah. To make it a bit easier on him, the Baron can. Okay. What do Rides' knuckles look like? I'm assuming they look pretty scrapped up like one of a brawler.
Yeah, pretty much. He'd have a lot of like calluses and stuff like that all around his like knuckles as well. From like I imagine living a life of punching things. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
looks pretty rough.
As the Baron's leading the two to like their rooms, he'll just kind of lean over and he'll say, "If you want, this place has a basement. And I'm not saying that some of the crafters go down there after a long, hard day, drunk as all get out and just beat the shit out of each other. But I might be saying that if you're looking for something a bit more interesting to do for the evening."
Nods. All right.
Ooh.
No, I can get behind that. I mean, you know, these bigger people sure know how to party. As he walks into the bedroom.
He'll just kind of stand there and he'll look really confused for a moment and he'll look back and he'll go, "I'm not a swinger."
Oh, I am so sorry. I did. She's just been Oh.
Oh,
Just
In
kind of-
fact, I'm not sure most of the people here are swingers. They're craftspeople, I should say.
Right. See, she's been giving me mixed messages the whole time, so like I'm
No,
confused.
just
as all
me.
shit. Oh,
And the
Okay.
two that are leaving.
okay. So, right, I'm following this right now. Okay. Okay. I am so sorry. You know, kind of
She's doing the same thing.
Baron will
It's
just
gonna be the worst thing you can be called as a swinger.
yeah. The Baron will just kind of nod and he'll say, when supper is ready, I'll send someone up to come get you two. Have a good evening till then." I'm guessing since the rooms sound and he just kind of just walks off, like not even gonna finish that statement. He just kind of walks off.
Oh my god. Oh.
thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another Scene in Darkness. And oh, wait, no, Kim, there's one very important thing I need to do.
Fuck, what?
Hi,
Which-
Kim. How much for the horse that killed him?
Do it. Get the horse.
Do it. Buy it.
Baby will never forgive this horse.
Give me the
How much for the horse that killed him, Kim?
Considering numerically killed, it'll be about 50 draws.
He will pay the 50 dross, and his way to get the horse to follow him is just going to be, so, want to fight the Cluricon again?
The unicorn's like, fuck yeah.
Cool, follow me. I'm not sure who this is a gift for. It's either a gift to myself to watch the fight, or it's a gift to him so he can have a mount.
It's
Both.
up in the air at this point.
I mean, oh, by the way, because I'm not going to be that jerk. Does the satyr want the cool creature that has like 8 body parts?
Not like 8 body parts, like you.
It's
One.
only a mix of 2 things, but yes.
How much is it, Kim?
That one is about 75.
Cool, I'll pay for it. Based on the assessment that we didn't have, we practically didn't see for 2 months. That means, yeah, I had stupid amounts of dross. Can we just say that I will pay for these 2, and then can I just start a new dross log starting from next month because it kind of stopped being a thing. Just basically like bankrupt myself.
That's fine.
I can calculate it out if you'd rather. It's just going to be a lot of math.
That's fine. Y'all really need to keep up with that, like, seriously.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
back to 0. Ta-da!
It's also okay. Anyway, thank you, players, playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another Student Darkness in Dublin, where at some point soon we get to watch a man fight a horse again.
And lose.